Hi everybody, welcome to Girls Run These Worlds and the premiere of our Lancer AP, Loving the Time of Mechs. I'm Darcy. I will be your galactic guide and the glorious game mistress for the evening, and indeed for the next 8 evenings as myself and these incredible women explore the Lancer system. It is a modern lasers game about badass robots, the even more badass pilots who crew them. It's my current favorite system. You may have heard me mention it once or twice on Twitter if you follow me over there. And I'm just so excited to get to share what I love about it with all of you. As a note right at the top, most of the cast are brand new to the system, and this is my first time GMing it. So we just beg your patience and your grace and your understanding. We will make mistakes. It's fine. We are here to just have fun, tell a story about explosions, queer romance, and fighting oppression. So, with that, allow me to throw to my exceptional cast one by one so they can introduce themselves and their Lancers. I'm going to start in clockwise order via stream. So, Amelia, would you like to kick us off?
Why do I always start first now?
You were in that camera box. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Amelia. My pronouns are she, her. I'm one of the few people that does have Lancer experience, I suppose. I am a player and editor on the Bring Your Own Mech podcast, if you're familiar with that. Also very queer Lancer AP. And today I am playing, not Matcha, I am playing Talia Royce, call sign Flatwound. Is there anything else you need?
I think that's all we need for now. We're going to learn all about Talia later on.
I'm new to streaming, not Lancer. No.
It's just the same, but people can see your face. That's the only difference. Gask, would you like to go next, please?
Hello, my name is Gask, and I'm a master at overcompensating. I play Fiasco, my call sign, and that coupled with the mustache was probably all you need to know about this guy at the moment. Yeah, that's all you need to know about me.
Let's retain so much mystery that people are compelled to continue watching. What is beneath the mustache? Will we find out? Who knows? Angela, could you go next for me, please?
Hello there, lovelies, tuning in to this what is sure to be fantastic actual play of Lancer, and my first time getting to be involved with this system with who I'm sure will be a fantastic GM. I am Angela Lemos Mogrovejo. I use she, her pronouns, the same as my character, who is leader of our small and scrappy fantastic group, Ariadne Belmont, call sign Valkyrie, here to either bring you deliverance or bring you some pain. Either way, we're in for a good time.
I'm intimidated by that. I don't know how anybody else is going to feel about that. And I'm sorry to have left you to last, Anne, who is absolutely bursting with excitement and cannot wait to get started. Tell us all about yourself.
Hi, I'm Anne, also known as XO_Girl Wonder on Twitter. I live on this channel, practically. If I'm not on screen facilitating good society or playing Lancer, I will be probably in chat, being everyone's #1 fan. And today I will be playing Lancer Pilot Renegade, Lex Mackenzie, and that's all she lets people know about herself. She hacks all the things. That's the important part, right?
There is so much mystery in this team, and I cannot wait to see the shenanigans you get up to. So, let's go. Let's get stuck in. We are in space, and we find ourselves on the farthest edge of the system known as the Karakan Trade Baronies. This is an ancient enclave of humanity, a system of 9 worlds, rich in raw resources, bloody history, and plenty of political turmoil. We see a moon, small and solemn, ringed with orbital stations. This is Bo, seat of House Dust, now a republic in the throes of profound transformation. At its pole, an enormous ocean, dark and swirling. A keen observer will note constant seismic activity churning the waters and sending shockwaves across the moon's surface. Something is amiss here. Gliding closer, we see a barren valley, rocky and rain-battered. At its eastern edge, a glittering spaceport. Pocked along the foothills in the distant western mountains, villages and hamlets, mining outposts and refineries. And as we zoom closer still, just there, a glimmer in the wasteland between. A string of lights. A convoy. Fiasco. It was your connections to Bo that have landed the group this mission. So, coming to you first, tell us who we see as our point of view approaches. As this convoy marches on, what are they doing? Tell us about your mech, if you're currently piloting it.
Well, Fiasco is just a guy, is what I can describe him looking physically. He's just a guy. He's got a guy haircut, he's got his guy stash, he's just doing his guy thing in his little mech. His mech is called Otios, and he calls him Odie for short. And if they're on a convoy, he's probably just chilling in his mech and with his what's it called, cockpit, how could I forget that, full of various charms and collectibles he's gathered during his travels abroad, because he likes to collect lots of cute little things and decorate the Odie with them. He might be the one that got them this job, but he's not really much of a shot caller, so he probably let other people take the reins when it came to the actual doing stuff.
And while you're here, while you're active, what kind of role are you taking? Are you patrolling? Are you on guard? Or are you pretty chill about this whole thing? Are you just letting things go as they will?
Well, since I have the mech that can fly, I think I'm probably at least hovering a little bit, or trying to, and keeping an eye out, scouting, nervous energy. Was he asked to do this? Who knows?
I tell you what, then, why don't you honor us with the first dice roll of the campaign?
I would be honored.
Give us, so the way skill checks in narrative work in Lancer is you have things called triggers, and these are broadly defined, just kind of cool things you can do. I think in this instance, we're going to read a situation from you as you're kind of floating around this convoy, getting a read on what's going on, trying to make sure everybody's safe and together. Let's have a roll and see what you see.
Oh, heck yeah, I got a +2 in this.
Mm-hmm.
Famous last words. And let's roll, baby, I guess. That work?
Yeah, that's at 17. That's great. So yeah, you're doing kind of lazy patterns in the air, just circling this convoy. It's a good sort of kilometer long. And from your post in the air, you can see it stretching back behind you. You can see more mechs, smaller kind of civilian type mechs, industrial mechs. You see people pushing their own sort of little caravans of basically everything they own. This is a caravan of people who are leaving their home, and you have been employed as a group to ensure that they reach safety of the spaceport known as Soji. You've been on this trail for a couple of days now, and you know you're getting close to your destination. And there's definitely a vibe with that role. You can definitely pick up a kind of expectation from the people who are moving along, definitely a sense of relief, a sense of excitement to be where they're going and to find out what the next step is, essentially. And as you're floating around, you hear a hail over your comms. And it is the voice of Lord Ulatos, the minor merchant lord of House Chicrux? I forget his house name.
I believe you.
Something like that. It is now Chicrux.
It is.
I make the rules, so that's
you
what
make
it is.
the rules.
You receive a call from him as he taps into your comms and says, good afternoon. Fiasco, isn't it?
Yeah, hey there.
Yes, that's a strange name to get used to saying. I'm not sure how you will get used to it. How are things up there?
Looking as chipper as can be, I guess, with people leaving their homes and all.
Well, yes, I wouldn't worry about that. I think they're quite excited to be on the way. Would you mind coming down here? As you look, you see this bearded, slightly older gentleman kind of stood just below you, giving a really weak kind of wave up towards your mech.
Also, I was gonna ask, mechanically, my mech supposedly has an AI in it, but is a very dumb AI, I think, because it's the first tier one.
Correct. It is a
So-
baby AI.
Yeah, so what limitations does a baby AI have before I start saying my mech pours me a cup of coffee in the morning?
You're still trying to work out the kinks with that exact protocol. There's been a couple of burnt hands, a couple of burnt laps. It's taking some time, but you get the gist that it's picking things up bit by bit. It's going to get there one day. It's going to
This
take a bit more
mustache
work.
used to connect to the sideburns, but not
Yeah.
anymore.
When it says hot water, it means really hot water.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I say, okay, Odie, let's go and say hi. First big job, let's go.
How is Fiasco feeling about this whole thing?
So nervous. Everything I do kind of, well, pardon my French, goes a little tipsy-turvy sometimes.
I
So
hope that's not against Twitch TOS, but I think we can let that one slide.
I'm sorry, Mr. Twitch. Won't do it again. But I just kind of have a knack for causing trouble. That's kind of why they called me Fiasco.
As you bring OT down to land, you see Lord Ulitas is kind of stood there, windblown, but not wanting to back away. And as the dust settles, thank you very much. I much prefer sort of face-to-face conversation, if that's all right for this. Would you mind?
Sure, yeah. I love eye contact so much. Just can't stop looking at them eyeballs. Hi.
Yes, everyone's got to have passions, I suppose. Very good. Listen, I just wanted to touch base, make sure everything was okay with you and all of yours, and let you know how this final sort of stretch of travel is going to go. Is that all right?
Yeah, fine by me.
Wonderful. So we're approaching Soju now, and we should be there. If all goes well, we should be there by the end of the day. This last stretch is a little bit more complicated than the terrain that we've traveled thus far. In recent times, as you know, because of the recent troubles, there's been a lot of earthquakes in the area, and this section of the plains are rather destroyed. There's a lot of crevasses, a lot of seismic activity has been taking place, and it's going to be tricky. This is the main reason that I've brought you all along. I did wonder if you could gather up your troops and give us a little scout, see what's ahead, and
My
help us plot the
troops?
best. Well, I'm given to understand I was put in contact with you by Lord Grieve, and I was given to understand that you were in charge.
For sure not really at all.
Oh.
Super not in charge, but I am part of the team.
Very
I'm a
much so.
real team player.
Very much so. I have appreciated everything that you and your entire team have brought. Very sorry for the misunderstanding. That was just your name I was given. Is there someone? Can I speak to your manager?
Yeah, sure. I have one of those devices. I'm assuming we have devices to call
You
people.
all have wired in comms to be able to talk to each other without interruption. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And then I send a ping to Valkyrie. I'm assuming is the our most leader-like in this party.
On the ground, for sure. It is
Yeah.
Valkyrie. What would you like to say?
Hey there. So our the guy who employed us, yeah. So he wants to talk to you. Like, you know, touch base, something about crevasses.
You just hear like a bunch of beeping of like something overhead, and if this works mechanically wise, for the like design of the ships, you just see like the interface like pop up with like Valkyrie's face just right there. All right, Fiasco, you reporting in? What's the issue? Someone's wanting to talk to us?
Yeah, here.
Fiasco, you can you can ease up a bit. If they just want to talk to someone like leader, like just send them over here.
I eased up so much. My shoulders are 16 degrees lower than they usually are.
Try 30, and then let's see how
Okay,
it goes from
30.
there. All right.
Okay,
You're
I'll get
doing
my
fine.
protractor out.
This isn't the truck stop incident, okay? You don't need to.
Oh, don't remind me of the truck stop incident. Now I'm just thinking about that.
Look, I only have 3 scars from there. It's fine. Don't worry. Here, why don't I take over? And
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Pressing a couple buttons, and it just like relays the communication over to you. This is Ariadne Belmont, call sign Valkyrie, coming in. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, well, it's very professional, very good. Yes, this is Lord Ulatos of House Treecrux. I wondered if I might be able to have a conversation with you, just touch base and sort of go over the plans for the rest of the afternoon.
Yes. We're currently watching over the convoy as you instructed us to do. What are you interested in discussing further?
And you've been doing a wonderful job. Everybody thanks you very, very much. We felt very safe. We've made excellent time, which is very good for profits. So thank you for that. Is it possible to have this conversation face to face? Bit old-fashioned. Just prefer a bit of the old eye contact, eh, Fiasco? He gives you a nudge, a wink, nudge. You're pals now.
I will say, just as a point of order, one, I'm not used to this is still a relatively new thing for me, but I was given to understand that if you were acknowledging someone's authority, you don't talk to someone else of a lower rank of them right in front of them.
Well, I do very much apologize for that. It was Fiasco's name who it was given to me. It was given as a point of contact. It just came up in conversation with Lord Canton Grieve, you understand, put me in contact with your patron.
Captain Grieve works under certain misunderstandings about how things operate here.
I very much apologize. Do you have any triggers that would relate to this? Have you got intimidate or anything?
I sadly I do not have anything intimidate wise. I'm
Yasko's intimidated.
I exist, therefore my baseline is intimidation.
Fair enough. Just give me a flat D20 roll then, and we'll see if he's going to be cowed by you in this situation. I recognize a power play when it's happening.
That was not intended as a power play. That was solely as the only thing might be stay cool to not look like I'm nervous or read a situation or spot. But
go ahead, give me a roll for that. Stay cool, definitely.
Stay cool, definitely. I believe that should do it. Hopefully that works.
There it is. That's a 16. That's great. Yeah, he looks, if not intimidated, then definitely cowed. Definitely sort of, I've been put in my place and I am sorry for it. You definitely have, the dynamic has shifted. While this man was supposed to be your employer, you now definitely feel you have control of the situation and he feels pretty subservient to you. So he stutters out his apologies and tries to kind of, he's not quite groveling, but the tone of voice is groveling. Yes, I just wondered what you would like to do across this last stretch, and how you would feel best we should approach it.
You'll have to apologize. I occasionally have I pick up interference from sounds from local areas. I occasionally hear dogs and other pets that come up through my sound system and such. So you'll have to apologize for any static and such coming through. Has there been any signs of difficulties or any sort of dangers that we've been made aware of, or is that something you would like us to look into further?
Well, the expected things are happening. Yes, those wild dogs are ridiculous at the moment. I do apologize.
Woof, woof.
Nobody comes to my door. Nobody ever comes to my door. But now, I apologize.
Oh my god, is that the famous Darcy from Twitch?
I love Lancer.
Oh my god, can I be on twitch.tv too?
I love the idea of someone in chat noting the royal hounds.
I wish they were even vaguely royal. Give me 1 second, I do apologize.
No worries. It's just
royal hounds.
You guys know that drinking with a mustache is the worst thing ever. Sorry for people with mustaches out there.
I don't. I've had a mustache
You'll
before.
have to consult-
You all know what you've done.
You'll have
Sure.
to consult people with actual mustaches for that.
So, yes, I apologize. Everyone comes back down off his comms. I'm going to go ahead and take care of. Sorry. Yes, the expected is to occur. We are been made aware that in recent months this area has been subject to increased earthquakes and seismic activity. The terrain is now very rocky, difficult to pass. Presumably, you have been employed and recommended to us because of your superior scouting skills and problem solving. And we wondered if you had any ideas of how to progress, as safely as possible, of course.
I will probably be taking lead on carrying forward for our group, while our fantastic Fiasco over here will be doing occasional scouting as well. But this is probably a good time for the rest of the team to touch base with myself as well, to
Absolutely.
make sure that we are all on the same page regarding the state of the mission and such. We will likely just continue at a nice, simple, brisk pace, I guess, if you can call walking around in a mech a brisk pace.
Indeed, and of course we are laden down by quite a lot of very, very valuable, very heavy machinery, but everything has been wonderful so far. I step back and allow you to do your jobs. Please follow whatever protocol you feel best.
Of course, and please do not take any sort of formalities I'm engaging in right now too seriously. This is not something I like to do for most of. This part of it is not why I'm invested in this.
No, please do not apologize for your professionalism. It is much appreciated.
I like knowing a man who knows his place. It pleases me.
Very good. I'm glad to be pleasing. If there's anything else, please let me know.
Carry on with yes.
He very, very swiftly walks away, wanting to be away from this interaction as quickly as possible because it did not go as he anticipated.
It's just you just see again. She's constantly taking a look around and just fiddling around with everything. There's probably low grade anxiety at all given moments, but she's usually just it's if I have a task to do, I can't be anxious, right? Which is a lie, but.
How dare you be so relatable?
She's just hear loud, and then she's trying to go over the speaker, but before she does that, she's like, "You're doing by the way, Fiasco?
Yeah.
You're doing fine. Keep lookout for us. Let us know if you see anything ahead."
Oh
okay?
yeah, me and Odie will keep our eyes peeled for those crevasses.
We're gonna need to talk about managing that flusteredness, Fiasco.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Presses button, cuts off the last thing you say.
Nailed it.
Just type some more beep 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 beep, and then it's calling into call sign renegade.
Renegade here.
How are you doing there, Lex?
I'm doing okay. I was actually thinking I'd do some digging around, looking into the seismic activity here, what might be causing the earthquakes, just so we have a little extra knowledge in our pockets.
At your leisure, Lex. I know this is amongst some of the first bits of time you've been out here, but I trust your judgment. I hope you know I'm counting on you, okay?
Yeah, of course. If I can't hack it, I'll shoot it. That's always been the way things have gone, right?
Hopefully I won't have to come to that latter part. Let's hope for that one. Let's pray that this is going to be a smooth journey.
Is there anything else you need from me specifically? It's a pretty straightforward mission, right?
It should be for the most part. We're just making sure someone who has probably way too much money and handling way too many goods gets extra of what they want. So it shouldn't be too complicated.
Okay, so what I am offering is that while Fiasco is keeping an eye out, I can keep my eyes on the scanners and see if anything comes up on the radar.
Okay. Keep an eye out for us. You're making sure that nothing is coming up to sneak. Nothing subtle is coming to sneak up on us. All right.
Yeah, nothing gets past us.
If you're in charge of watching our backs, then I don't have any doubt.
All right,
Alright.
I'll get to it.
All right. Call sign Renegade. Thank you very much. And then like presses more buttons and it's like boop, boop, boop. Call sign Flat Wound. Come in.
You hear like some kind of like buzzing and like whirring as like someone's using a drill, and she comes on like, yeah, what do you need?
Just checking in. What is that sound?
I was thinking, do you think if I remove the limiters on like the mech arms, you think I could get a wider swing with my weapons, you think? I don't know, I've been like toying around with it, I'm not exactly certain. It might just fall apart, but that would be kind of funny.
Flat Wound, I'm gonna drop the professionalism for a second, just ask, how exactly have you survived this long with that kind of thinking?
Well... Ask Fiasco that question. I don't know, we're kind of in the same boat, I suppose, but...
I already asked Fiasco a lot of questions, mostly to keep him from panicking or getting flustered, and he does that anyways.
I mean, yeah, but otherwise, I don't know, just like hit a big thing with a bigger thing and ba-boom.
If worst comes to worst, which hopefully it won't, things will carry on just fine and we won't need to do that.
Was I supposed to be doing anything else, or can I just like keep on working? Is there... I don't mean to seem rude, I just didn't know if there was another point to this.
Hey, Talia, she's like, she doesn't say her name very often, so it's very noticeable she says her name. Talia, if I were bringing you on for your manners, if I were bringing on someone for their manners, I wouldn't have picked you for this.
Oh my god, thank you.
I'm glad we have the same understanding with each other.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go back to tooling around with this thing, I suppose. Call me if you need me.
Yeah, and Flat Wound, just between us, she like drops some of the professionalism again. She's like, I think this is just gonna be really boring. The ideal is that nothing has to happen and we don't have to do anything.
But if something does happen, that's why I'm removing the limiters.
No, that's why you make sure it's in working order. I don't want
to
have to
working
patch up
order.
Proper working order, not slapdash working order.
Okay, fine.
Listen, we already have one person who's going to be risking their hide going up forward and trying to take everything for the team. We don't need all of us doing chaos agents, at least not all at once.
I get it. Thank you, Valkyrie.
It's just you just hear like as a very like small sign of recognition, you just hear very loud blaring like punk music playing as she cuts off communication with you.
Oh, Flatman's been playing the far-flung future version of Heart this entire time in the background.
For some reason, you just hear a song going on about like running with like a fiend or a demon. I don't know. It's like a new song that's come out recently in the universe. You don't know why.
Why are there barracudas?
It's like, what is a barracuda? I don't know. Is it like a mech that's like super long and snaky? I don't know.
It's a new model coming out from SSC. So, the day passes relatively uneventfully for a little while longer. You are all trying desperately to entertain yourselves and at least appear to be keeping an eye on the job, depending on who is watching you. But within a couple of hours, you do find that the terrain that you've been traveling has been kind of flat and steady up until now. And you begin to notice cracks in the ground, and they start kind of reasonable. You're able to sort of steer the caravan around them, but as you progress, as the day goes on, they become wider and deeper and much, much larger until it's becoming difficult at the front. Whoever is kind of guiding the head of the caravan, you beginning to realize that this is going to be tricky. You are going to have to scout out a route. You are going to have to plan ahead and make sure that people avoid any potential pitfalls, because you're escorting some pretty big vehicles, some pretty big equipment, and if anything goes amiss, it could be costly and it could be dangerous. So there's a new thing been introduced into Lancer that I think we can kind of put into play here, and that is the clock system, which people might recognize from things such as Blades in the Dark. So we're going to establish a clock for this last part of the mission, and basically you are going to attempt whatever actions, whatever checks, whatever rolls that you feel necessary to make sure that the caravan gets across and safely to the other side. You can play this out narratively, you can go and scout it out and talk to some other NPCs and find out what problems they're facing. Basically, this is the crunch part of the mission. This is where it gets difficult, and your Lancer skills are going to be relied upon. So is anybody at the head of the caravan? Is anybody there taking point, trying to help navigation specifically?
I was told to go scouting.
Okay.
So, I guess that's kind of what I'll be doing, is flying up and looking over the terrain to see if I can spot any safer routes.
Sure. What trigger do you think you have that might help you do that? Or any particular, I don't know, anything that you could blow up? Could you blow something up and make this work? You do have a mech.
I do have a mech. I have a good mech. I have read a situation as more people. I have survive as one.
You could definitely apply that.
Survival,
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Second roll. Roll.
Ooh, 19. Very nice.
Oh, she's on fire.
So, I would say that this is very easily explainable because whether you've revealed this to anybody else or not, you are from Bo, and you know this kind of terrain fairly well. You know that the seismic activity that's been taking place has been happening for a couple of years now, presumably before you left. And so you know full well that this is a scar on the face of the moon that is representative of the cancer that is essentially going to kill it. This planet is a dying planet because of a eco-terrorist attack gone horribly wrong. And you know, again, whether you've shared this with the others, that the reason that Lord Ulatox, he's going to have a different name every time I say it, Ulatos, the reason that he is bailing off-world is to save his investments and his people from the fate that is undecided for Bo yet. So you are kind of aware of what these crevasses look like. You've seen them before, you've encountered them before. You are able to fly up, take an aerial view, and fairly easily, I would say, identify, I would say, a path at least halfway across that you could then report back and try and guide the caravan through.
I will say as a note, if anybody asks me directly if I'm from here, I'll say yeah. But like, I feel like he's so nervous that if you just ask like, so where do you live? He'll just be like, around? Which isn't wrong. He's from around.
Technically.
So, depends on whether your character would push it or not, I guess. Yeah, so he guides everyone. Just follow me and Odie, everyone.
You're actually leading the route ahead.
I guess, if I'm allowed to.
What would a professional Lancer do? What would a professional Lancer under the command of Valkyrie do?
Cry.
Roll to cry.
Okay.
Crying is a free action, Darcy.
I believe it is. I just want to see how wet he gets his mustache.
Okay.
Crying is a protocol. You can only do it at the beginning of your turn.
It sounds like something got triggered, but I don't think it's one of my triggers. How do we do a normal roll?
I was absolutely joking. You do not need to roll to cry.
Okay, I got a natural 20. I'm bawling.
Beautiful. So you're gonna head down and you're gonna attempt to guide the caravan yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I'll check in with everyone and say that I got a route and that I know how to get halfway there.
Whereabouts in the caravan is everybody else?
I think Renegade and Firestorm are kind of closer to the back of the pack because they're really not the type to get in front, but they will follow. They will follow the crowd and just keep an eye on scanners, like see if the mech can pick up like tremors or things that are happening, possibly. Maybe start to detect like a pattern, because Renegade's always thinking and looking for these things.
I love that. Okay. So you have the dubious honor of making the very first mech roll of the campaign. Could you please jump into Firestorm and make me a systems check?
Heck yeah. All right,
Please.
Let's go. Hold on. I know how to do this.
Navigate. So if you open your mech sheet, you'll find it in the kind of bottom right. You've got hull, agility, systems, and engineering. So if you just click
systems. Wait, wrong sheet. That is my pilot sheet. I know what I'm doing.
Mech sheet.
Okay, here it is.
Also just on the pilot sheet as well.
Just the system.
Straight systems. Or queer systems, whatever you preference.
Okay, there's where hull agility. Oh, here it is. Hello. +2.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. No difficulty, no accuracy, just
no, I think this is a pretty
unmodified?
routine action for you.
Okay, cool.
10. Okay. I think it's you're not best placed to be doing this if you're at the back and the caravan is like beginning to head into this obstacle. You pop out all your like sensor arrays and you begin running through the regular programs that you would do, but you've got like a kilometer of caravan ahead of you. There's a lot of metal vehicles, a lot of metal equipment, some technology in the way, and your reading isn't brilliantly clear. You kind of start getting the idea as you're passing through that these are very irregular earthquakes that are happening. These are being triggered by something completely unnatural. So you start to get an idea, but you're going to have to go deeper. You're going to have to look closer.
I think at this point, Renegade will take Firestorm, not like too far away, but kind of have the mech kind of walk in parallel with the caravan, so she's off to the side a little bit.
Sure.
So she's able to kind of get the sense more of the lay of the land.
Yeah, sure.
She's realizing that maybe sticking in the crowd is not as helpful at this point, and then she will go into comms and check in with Fiasco and say, Renegade Fiasco.
Yeah, hi.
Just looking at scanners, and the tremors on this planet are fairly irregular. There's no sort of pattern, so I can't really tell what's going on. I can't really help you figure out the rest of the way, but I will keep my eye on the sensors and see if I could get any more information to help you.
That sounds like bad news, but thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just leading a bunch of people, I guess. Fine.
You're doing okay. Like, don't forget to breathe. I hear breathing's good for leadership.
Okay. Just inhale.
I find that when I get nervous, a good thing to do is run through, logical progression of steps and, try not to think about the worst case scenario. Just, think about all of the things that could go well. Maybe focus on that today. Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much that could go well without us falling into any crevasses or, getting attacked or.
You're doing the mental doom scrolling. Maybe don't do that. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, you're doing so great. Okay, I'll keep you posted and give you regular updates on the scans. I just wanted to check in.
Okay. See ya.
Okay, Renegade out, and then click. Comms go off.
Dang it! I should have said Fiasco out.
All right. You spend a good half hour. You're doing great, Fiasco. You're guiding the head of this caravan, but Valkyrie, after sort of half an hour or so, you're kind of doing your rounds up and down the line. You realize that this convoy has slowed to a crawl. Whatever is happening at the front is not happening super efficiently.
Would I assume that that's being prompted by Fiasco's particular direction with leading us, or is it something else?
Do you have lead as a trigger?
I do not have lead.
Okay.
Not quite that kind of thing. I do have read a situation, which
I think definitely this is a read a situation.
Okay. So this is me attempting to see what's going on. No additional accuracy or difficulty?
No, I think this is pretty routine.
Okay.
You're used to this. Okay.
That is an 11.
It's hard to say for sure, because you were warned that this was going to get difficult, you were warned that things were going to potentially slow down, and this was the crunch. But it suddenly clocks to you that you replay that conversation with Lord Ulatos, and you think, I told him to go and scout. There's every chance that this is connected.
To his, what I would presume is his incompetence.
I mean, some would say it was your delegation, but some people aren't picking sides.
That's fair comment. That's fair criticism. Playing with fire here, Darcy. Playing with fire.
No, I'm the dungeon master here. I'm in charge. How dare!
I will steer this campaign into pure tangents if need be.
I have.
Don't think that there.
No doubt.
Look at me.
that.
Look at me.
No, I'm scared
now.
You find yourself in a tavern.
You don't know how you got here. This is not my beautiful wife.
You may find yourself in a shotgun shack.
Hey, that's another one of Flat One's stickers.
You may find yourself in a shotgun shack.
She has a lot of stickers.
You may find yourself asking, how did I get here? Where's my wife?
Where is Fiasco? Where is this caravan going?
She probably scoots up and she's to get to Lord Olatos and is like, Lord Olatos, with all due respect, have you ever scouted or led anything of the sort before?
Have you gone up to him, or have you?
Yes, I've gone up to him directly.
In your mech?
Yes.
Could you describe what your mech looks like, towering over this human man?
So it's kind of like a tealish green kind of color. It's very much designed to be like a tank in terms of its overall bulkiness and durability, but if you look across each of the shoulder plates for where there are, and also kind of throughout covering the whole body, there's there's insignias on it that look to have been personally painted on. They look pretty faded, but they're all of Phoenix insignias on there. And she's just kind of looking down at him, and she kind of always has the charge blade that she keeps on hand called Agni, kind of like at the ready. So it's almost like a cane walking stick, like coming next to him. He's just like, my lord, do you have experience doing this?
Oh, goodness me. This? No, not at all.
That explains some things. Why don't you let me take over on this part of it? I appreciate you listening to me quite intently, but perhaps it was my mistake in not judging what your preferred skill set is.
I mean, I have no skill set in this arena. I'm quite happy to admit to that. I'm a merchant and an entrepreneur and quite a well-respected businessman.
See if you can just take some time to make sure everyone is not being too antsy. The worst thing you can have in a group of people is when nothing's going wrong, everyone being on edge. Then people feel like they have to do something to make it interesting.
Very wise, very wise. I see you have definitely done this sort of thing before.
I've been through a few missions. I've seen some, and she just like stops like mid-sentence. Like there is a palpable like silence for a moment, and her face just kind of like goes like deathly white, and she's like, carry on.
There's a brief look of concern of, is this person going to be able to do this job that they're declaring that they can do? But as soon as you snap out of it, he wipes his face. Yes, of course. You know where to reach me. Please, the caravan's yours.
Thank you.
And he'll scurry away again. He's getting good at that.
I'm just imagining him as a rat. I just hope you know. He's just a very tall rat man at this point.
A very tall rat man with a beard.
He's a rodent of unusual size.
Very unusual.
But yeah, no, I think she's just keeping up that for her part, this leg of the journey, but there is like, I think there's an equivalent, like this tiny little thing in a compartment in her mech. If you know the like physics back and forth balls that like once one
Newton
hits...
cradle?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. She lets one like rise up a bit, or like a projection of one, and she just like flicks it, but she's just repeating, they're gone, they're not coming back, let it go, they're gone, they're not coming back, let it go, like just to herself. And she's just like keeping focused on things happening there, and she's 10% dissociating as opposed to the 50% that just suddenly kicked in all of a sudden.
She's drawn it back that much.
Yeah, she has a lot of experience doing that recently.
And it looks like that practice is paying off. You are still definitely with it, definitely on mission, and definitely keeping up with all that is going on. Flatwound, how are you contributing to this incredibly difficult and arduous task that has been put ahead of your group?
That's a very good question, mostly because I don't really know. Because everyone else seems like they're doing productive stuff, and I'm guessing Flatwound's just in the middle, just... if there's like a bunch of people around, I imagine her mech has like space, like laser heelys, so that she doesn't have to step, because her mech is the biggest. So like no one has to like worry so much that they're going to get crushed by this thing.
Space Heelys needs to be a mod. Homebrew that. Somebody homebrew that.
Is your music playing loud enough that people can hear it outside? You know those like cars that blare their music as they're going
I have
past?
a sound system.
Yeah.
Not loud enough that it's distracting, but it's definitely been probably 2 hours of Space the Sex Pistols.
It's the motivational music. That's how you're contributing.
So while Renegade is working on scans and stuff, she actually has like her comms like slightly on, just enough to they're not connected to everyone, just to Flatwound's mech with the music, so it's like, you know, working noise for her when she's working.
Mech radio.
Yeah.
1045.
This one goes out.
Flatwound is clearly the group DJ.
I'm trying to... What could I do? Because everyone else seems to be doing productive stuff.
Do you have the trigger keep out of people's way? Could that be applicable here?
I have show off and take control.
Well, those sound like things that Flatwound would be doing. Why would you not do that? Why would you not...
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna show off if nothing's happening. Two, take control usually involves force and violence, and the only other applicable trigger I have is a word on the street. So maybe I could get a sense of what everyone's feeling, why they're
Absolutely.
going slow.
Mhm.
All right. Prepare for the first natural one of the game. Everyone knows my dice luck. Come on.
Your mech immediately blows up.
There it is.
There it
The
is.
first under
There it
10
is.
rule.
It holds
You-
true. It holds true.
Baby.
Do you erase segments off the clock? Is that how that? No. It's hard to hear. It's hard to hear with the spirit of punk in your ears. You're not familiar with these people, and so you think you're getting a sense of discontent from them, but it's a very different culture here from where you grew up, especially, and you find it kind of difficult to key into what these people are feeling and saying.
I will turn up Space London calling up a little bit more. Really give them a pep in their step.
Okay. The people around you definitely speed up. Just a bit.
It's
Just a bit.
working. It worked. Critical success out of 6.
Honestly. I didn't believe until I saw it in real life. So slowly but surely you are making progress. You are still keeping an eye out, I assume, Fiasco. You are still zipping between the skies above and the head of the convoy.
Yes.
And Renegade, you are moving up the convoy, up the line, keeping your senses primed, looking out for any patterns, any trouble. And so probably you two are the two who notice first the rather large tracked vehicle begin tipping into a medium-sized hole in the ground.
Oh, that's not good. So does it come up on my sensors?
Yeah, absolutely.
And how far away is this from me if I'm
Not
like
far. So the vehicle that does this is fairly near the front, I would say in the first sort of quarter of the line, and you've been moving up there, so it's not too far. And Fiasco, you're probably able to see the commotion as it begins like from the air.
I guess we should do something about that, huh?
Fiasco, can you get down there?
Sure, yeah, on it. Let's go, Odie. Yep.
And then as Fiasco moves, Renegade kind of moves in tandem as well, because she's not in the crowd, she's off to the side, so she kind of comes in to support. And she goes on comms with everybody else in the group, and she says, Renegade here, we have a little bit of trouble at the front of the line, but Fiasco and I are on it. And then she just doesn't say anything else.
You need help or anything? What?
Flatland, can you get to the front of the line? Where are you? And
I'm like in the middle. I'll be quick.
try not to step anyone on the way. And then she
Got
just cuts off comms. So as this is happening and we notice this vehicle, could Firestorm get to the vehicle to kind of like keep it from falling?
Yeah, I think so. You're pretty fast, you're pretty agile, and you're not. I think probably besides Flatwound's mech, the other three of you are not kind of beholden to the speed of the caravan. You're all mobile enough that you can move at your own pace. So yeah, you can get there fairly quickly, and when you arrive, you see a bunch of people. Most people have cleared the area completely, because if it's going down, it's going to be pretty messy. But obviously the people who are piloting this vehicle, the people whose possessions and equipment are on board, they're gathered round in an almost state of panic.
State of panic. That's my expertise. I was born for this.
Roll for panic.
Yeah, so I think what Firestorm's gonna do, and Renegade's like, Firestorm, we gotta go after this vehicle. And so Renegade talks to her mech, because her mech is called Firestorm not because she called her mech Firestorm, but because it's the name of the NHP that used to be in a former teammate's mech that she salvaged and put into her mech. So they are kind of used to working as a team, but this NHP kind of has a mind of its own and isn't as used to Renegade.
Mhm.
So while she's trying to multitask, she tells Firestorm to go help the mech, essentially.
Okay.
So I think what the mech is going to attempt to do is kind of steady the vehicle, maybe, or try to make sure it doesn't fall in the hole.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's going to be a hull check to see how strong Firestorm is and how well it can leverage its bulk against this massive, because it's probably about a similar size, this vehicle and your mech.
Yeah, no, this is okay. Let's go. Is there a difficulty or anything?
I think this one might be pretty difficult for one mech solo to stop this entire thing tipping in.
Well,
difficult.
I did tell Fiasco we need to help this.
True.
Yeah.
And
Can
I
I
am coming. I'm
Mhm.
also coming, and I have a size 2 mech,
That's true.
and I'm very speedy and
If
tactical
Fiasco
juggernaut.
if Fiasco and Flatwound can get there to assist, that would be extremely helpful.
They definitely will. They will definitely arrive, but I think right now, in this moment, in the heat of the moment, you are just throwing your mech's arms out and just grabbing as quickly as you can. So I think for this one, you're on your own with the difficulty. It's not going to tip this instant, so if you fail this one, you're going to need your friends to help you, for sure.
Like a difficulty 1?
Yes.
Okay, adding that in.
That'll add a
Oh,
d6.
this is gonna be a disaster.
No, that's pretty good. You got a 13.
Oh,
it's
nice.
You're not like strongest man in the world, car off of a child, lifting the whole thing immediately, but it's stable. For now, as long as you and Firestorm are holding on, it's not going anywhere.
Okay, Firestorm, just hold it. We need to hold it until everyone else gets here. And then you hear on comms, I've got this for a bit, but I'm not gonna be able to hold it for very long. Y'all better get here.
You got it.
On it.
I think before too much longer, Fiasco and Flatwound are able to catch up. Even more people scattering out of the way of southbound pachyderms, thundering steps, and space Healy slidings. Fiasco descending from the air with a reek of ozone and petrol. I don't know what petrol is used in Lancer universe. Nuclear fission. What does that smell like? I don't know.
I'm a nuclear boy.
Definitely.
That's a clean burden fission, I'll tell you what.
Valkyrie, you've heard this go down on comms. What is your response? Do you trust this bunch of Lancers to get this done?
I appreciate the uptick in the voice and the word Lancers is like, do I
Question?
count them as Lancers? I know I count
Technically-
me as Lancers.
Technically, it's a self-earned title. It is a self-given title. And when you met these three, they all claimed that they'd earned that title.
I think if Talia's mech weren't so massive, I would be like, even with 3 people, I'd want to make certain. I think I am going to take the time to trust them to handle this, the 3 of them. Just communicate that clearly, that I trust the 3 of them to handle that situation while I'm staying close to the rest of the caravan, making sure no one is panicking, no one is feeling like on edge or anything. The situation will be handled. We have folks who are capable to do this.
Is this character growth in the first episode? No way.
I don't believe
I
I mean,
Speed run.
the redemption.
It's why is it character growth for me? It's not that I don't trust people.
Oh, this is all in character. This is all in character. I think I'm gonna definitely request to stay cool in this respect, just because it's a pretty panicky situation. You're there trying to be the voice of reason and make sure nobody else panics, zooms away in the wrong direction, and more chaos ends up happening. So I think to calm the crowd, it's a stay cool.
Stay cool. Makes sense.
Oh dear. That's an 8. I think there's kind of a rising panic now that the Lancers have approached, and this is a very serious situation, and so people are
makes
kind of trying to get out of the way, and not like there's not a ruckus, there's not a huge, stampede of people up the line, but people are not really listening to you at the moment.
No, that makes sense. It could just be a case of like, people could see it and they're like, it could be nothing, but it could be something. And as someone who's lived with anxiety for many years knows, the moment you have it could be something, it doesn't go away for like 6 hours or so, or like 3 days.
You gotta latch
2
onto
weeks.
that for sure. So in the meantime, Fiasco and Flatwound, how are you assisting your good pal Renegade?
Heroes!
I mean, Talia's big, or Southbound Pachyderm is big enough, very fast enough. I feel like she would just try to get to the head of this thing and like Mr. Incredible, like stop it in its tracks.
In front of it? Or like off to the side? I envisage Firestorm. Like, how is Firestorm positioned, Renegade?
Firestorm is actually kind of off to the side, trying to like pull, like grab hold of it so it doesn't slip into the, hole or whatever. Like just hanging on to it.
Arms tense the entire time.
Yep, the entire time.
Let's go with the front because that would probably look so much cooler.
Super cool. Okay.
Probably a worse idea, but
it's definitely a
It is.
difficult role. I think technically it would be a risky, but I think given that you have got Renegade there, that would probably bring it down to a difficult. Fiasco, do you have anything to contribute to aid in this endeavor?
Okay, so the thing is falling, and Renegade's here.
Yeah.
And then Flatwound is at the front trying to stop it?
Mhm.
At the bottom of a hole, or?
It's a pretty deep hole. I think that the Southbound Pachyderm is able to kind of, because of its massive bulk, stand on the side, but be able to kind of leverage itself out and reach across the front.
Okay, I was just saying, what if I picked the mech up because I can fly, and then we flew around to the front so we could full on stop it.
You could certainly try that.
How does that sound?
Team?
Would you consent to be picked up?
would I?
Yeah,
I
I
think
pick you up.
I think Southbound Pachyderm's a little big for you.
So you all are in GMS Everest, which is size 1. Southbound
Oh.
Pachyderm is a size 2.
The Sagar Matha.
Mhm.
So I'm like twice the size of you.
Okay, so that's how size scaling works.
Mm.
Kind of. Yeah.
It's very relative, but yeah, kind of.
Okay. I think I'm flying down into the hole though, and I'm coming up from underneath to push it up.
I love it. Are you pushing it, or are you pushing Southbound Pachyderm?
I think. Okay, so Renegade has this beautiful relationship with Firestorm, their AI. I think Fiasco treats Odie like a magic 8-ball. It's like, so Odie, what do you think we should do here? And Odie's an AI and probably is just like, whatever seems necessary. So yeah, I think Fiasco's just gonna panic and try and push along with.
All right, sounds good. I think between the three of you, you've brought that down to just a regular check with a DC of 10. So whoever's doing the most lifting, I'm gonna guess it's Flatwound, can go ahead and make a hull save, a hull check. Sorry.
Hold check. Could I argue take control? Because I have nothing on hull.
I
and
mean, I
And
know you
control
don't.
of a falling.
That's a pilot trigger, which technically wouldn't aid you in
Yeah,
a
okay.
mech check. So I think it's hull, but it's just. I
Here
mean,
we
you brought
go.
it down to a flat 10.
It's a 3.
How do you do it?
If you donate to our Ko-fi, maybe you could make Foundry less transphobic, listening audience.
I'm trying so hard to help.
Wow. Okay. it's not working. Whether it's the position, whether it's your leverage, maybe this is just a doomed vehicle. Maybe this is just prolonging the inevitable. But even with the three,
I refuse to believe this is doomed.
It begins slipping further across the hole. The fulcrum now of this tipping is getting perilously close to the end of the line.
No, I refuse to believe. It's
I
the
can
end.
see this, right?
Oh, you can hear it. You can hear it too.
Like, goes over the comm. Team, what is going on? What is happening? I am seeing the thing starting to fall down. What's happening?
I like
Can't
to imagine.
stop it.
I like to imagine that her flat phone comes on the comms like, "Oh yeah, everything's fine," and then you hear like a train.
Just a random cat.
A random, like Wilhelm scream in the
Yeah.
back. Wow!
Renegade's absolutely upset at the situation. No joke. She's like, "Why is this happening?"
Valkyrie is immediately like leaving the current position she's at, running over to like try and support as best she can.
Okay. You can get there before anything else goes particularly wrong. As much as you say you trust them and you were going to let them figure it out, you were
at
keeping
this
a close eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may be trying to be trusting. Keyword
Mhm.
being trying. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean I'm not watching the situation like a hawk.
Mm-hmm. So you arrive, and they're all clinging on for dear life, and you know the rubble is starting to fall away beneath the tracks of this vehicle. It's looking pretty dire. What can you do to try and salvage this situation?
Actually, how deep is the hole?
At least 100 foot.
Yeah, damn. I wouldn't be able to. I had a thought of trying to use deployable cover to like try and give us a like something to help boost us up, but I don't think that it's not tall enough is the problem.
It's
nowhere
not
near tall enough.
So this is not like a drop away cliff. You have got some element of an incline before it gives way completely. There's definitely room that you could get something under there and try and get some more leverage beneath it.
Okay.
I love the thought.
Yeah, no, I think in that case, I think I have something here. Protected shield. Yeah, I have deployable cover. I can put 2 sections of size 1 hard cover in free space adjacent to you into each other.
Mm-hmm.
I will use that as a means of trying to give us additional leverage.
Fantastic. So size 1 is not negligible. Size 1 is the size of your mechs, so it's a pretty decent chunk of something. Where exactly are you trying to place them?
I think so it's like it's not a drop like this. It's like closer to like a V kind of shape, right?
Very much so, yeah. It will get steeper as it progresses.
Right.
But after a certain point, it's point of no return.
The cover kind of stations itself in the spot unless I pick it up and move it, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, I think what she's going to do is she will charge ahead and she will like try and like set one down like in front of it to try and use it as like a stop gate to help slow it, and then put another one underneath to get it to stop, to lift up.
Yeah, fantastic.
That way she can basically use it to just be like, okay, if we let this keep going more, it's going to be worse and worse and harder for us. So she's going to do that. And all the while she's like, Renegade, I need you to stay calm. I need everybody to stay calm. We're going to do this, okay?
Okay. And then she remembers that she can also do the deployable cover. And she's like, when she sees Valkyrie has deployed this, she's like, oh wait, I can do that.
And that is called leadership. So yeah, if you would like to take a moment to do exactly the same, you can.
Well, I mean, like, she tries to look at what's going on while still holding on to this thing and staying calm, and then she will follow Valkyrie's example and deploy the deployable covers to try to kind of in the front help it.
Yeah. And it's
level out.
a fairly automated system. So Firestorm is able to keep its arms on the vehicle without letting go, and just like a little panel opens up on the front, and this Jericho deployable cover just kind of shoots out, wedges itself. So now you've got 4 pieces of this incredibly robust material. It's not stopping it, but it's definitely slowing it considerably. I think if you took one more heave at it as a group, you would be at the point of having 2 accuracy on this due to your actions.
Okay. I will happily do the if this falls under hull roll with the 2 accuracy.
Definitely does.
Okay, so I will go. So that means go to my Mac.
I do not want to touch dice ever again.
I will note that, Amelia. I will note that in my GM notes.
Okay, so
Technically, you're not touching them. You're just clicking.
Sometimes that's the problem, though. Electronic dice have no accountability.
So it's plus 2 accuracy, you said?
Plus 2 accuracy.
Okay. So that's 1 on accuracy and then plus 1 from other sources. So that'll roll. Yep. And then let's see how that turned out. Nope, not enough.
Oh.
That's a face, Amelia.
The 4 of you have given it everything that you've got. But gravity is stronger than any mech, it seems, in this scenario. With unrelenting silence, with just terrifying weight, despite all of your attempts, this vehicle is on an unstoppable path down this crevasse, and it begins to slip away from you. You lose your grasp. The rock begins to crumble at the edge, and then it's practically airborne. And there's a long pause before the crash, but the crash is almighty. And then just silence amongst the crowd.
Who was the lowest, and who was the closest to the transport tipping over?
I think it may have been flatwound because I was kind of behind the transport.
It was probably the flatwound or Fiasco.
Yeah.
Fiasco was fully in front pushing, I think.
You very easily get away though. You can fly, so as you see it sort of careening. If you're the sensible, scaredy cat kind of person who is the Fuba, I'm out, then you very easily get away.
Yeah, it just starts pushing me down. I'm like, Odie, what should we do? And it's sometimes avoid. Okay.
Response,
sounds
why
good.
don't you ask me later?
Yeah, why don't you ask me later? Okay.
Outcome unclear. So yeah. For a moment, there is just silence.
Fiasco would have been the one to face the most harm if this thing went to hell and back, right?
Definitely.
Okay. She immediately calls she is trying to keep her voice as level as she usually does, but there is a palpable note of concern. Fiasco, are you okay? Please report in now.
Yeah, fine. Just sorry about that. Butterfingers even in my mech.
Here, come on in, everyone. Bring it in. I want to make sure everyone is okay.
Yeah, was anyone hurt, even outside of our group?
That's what I'm checking right now. Is everyone okay?
It seems so. There's a couple of really despondent-looking people nearby, but they don't look physically hurt. And you can quite quickly see the sort of light blue head of Lord Ilatos making his way through the crowd towards you.
You hear over comms, Renegade checking in, and she sounds like a little bit upset and shaken by what's happened, but she doesn't say anything else.
I mean,
Renegade, are you okay? interrupted. That's my bad.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say what I said before.
It takes her a minute to respond, but she says, yeah, I think I'll be okay.
Are you hurt at all?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine, I promise.
Flat wound, are you okay?
Yeah, I don't think anyone was hurt. Checking in A-okay or something.
Okay. Why don't I talk to the Lord if that works for everybody? I'll take responsibility for this one.
Well, you are the furthest away, though. It was kind of us who hecked it up a little first.
It was my call to not join in and to try and trust you on all this.
Yeah, but you trusted us. And we were the ones that, messed that up.
Valkyrie does not respond and immediately goes to the Lord, and you hear the comm go off, button immediately shut off.
Oh boy.
There's a mixture of emotions running across Lord Ulatas's face as he approaches. There's concern bordering on panic. There's a hint of anger there and a definite occasional flourish of terror. But by the time he has approached you and realizes that he is staring up once again at this tank-like mech. Ah, okay. He's still very aware of the size of the machinery around him. The other three are still mounted and able to do whatever it is that they would like to do in those incredibly vicious pieces of machinery. So by the time he is standing in front of you face to face for presumably the first time, he has managed to calm his face into a mask of neutrality. And the first thing he says, slightly out of breath, "What on earth happened?"
We had major difficulties rather with trying to catch and make certain that the transport would not fall down. The ground began to give away. The seismic activity and everything has been sporadic, but for the most part it was just a matter of bad luck on some occasion for this occasion.
I see. Well, that is very regrettable. Although it seems no one was hurt. He's looking around at the pilots and the mechanics.
No, thankfully no one was hurt. If anyone does report any concerns or if there are any wounds that have happened to folk that we have not been made aware of already, please just report them to me. I will personally patch them up myself. I have training in this, and I will take care of it as part of accepting personal responsibility for the mistakes that we've made.
I see. Well, I thank you once again for your continued professionalism, even in the face of adversity. This is highly regrettable, but it could have been worse.
Yes. People are fine. People are okay, and we'll do our best to ensure that the rest of this does not follow similar fate.
I certainly hope not. And that is the only time that you catch an undertone of reproach from him. His entire demeanor has been one of concern and I want to be seen to be in charge. But that's the only time that you hear anything that you may or may not interpret as blame.
Yeah. I think she walks back to her mech and is very careful to keep what is a very faint, but I think to anyone watching her, noticeable tremor, in both of her hands happening. And she is just going back and just there's a second of her just punching a side of her mech when she gets back in the cockpit, to the point where she probably wants, there's probably a knuckle or two that's been hurt. like real badly, but she's like, I'll fix it later. And the moment she gets back on the team, comms with everyone, it's just back to the same attitude. All right, is everyone okay? Are we ready to continue?
Let's get this show on the road, I guess.
Well, yeah, let's rock and roll.
Yeah, I'm ready. And what happens in Renegade's cockpit is that she essentially has Firestorm, doing like autopilot, like walking and doing those things. And what I think she'll do is just kind of busy herself with some kind of research on the network, mental exercises, like, I don't know, easy little hacks for fun, just to keep her mind occupied.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in the wake of that, the rest of the journey is much more subdued, much slower, and fortunately, much less eventful. And as you make your final approach into Soji, I think that's a really great time for us to take a little break. And so we will take a few moments.
We deserved it after all of the success.
Yeah, you've earned it.
Uh-huh.
You've earned a drink.
Yeah.
You've earned a stretch of your legs. Please go and do all of those things, and we will see you back here very, very shortly. Thank you so much. right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. When we left off, we were just arriving, or getting close to arriving, into the spaceport of Soji. And it's been an eventful journey so far. Some things have gone well, some things have gone not so well. But through it all, you have worked together as a team, and now your goal is in sight. In the darkening hours of the day, you gain sight of the towering skyscrapers, the bustling city that is Soji. And there's a definite lift in the atmosphere of the caravan. There is a definite sense of finality, of relief, of here we are, it's time. And the pace picks up ever so slightly in light of that. Where have you all been spending these last few hours? Have you been gathered around each other or off on your own?
I have a feeling that a couple of people in this group would be off on their own after something like that. So,
I think, yeah, definitely Renegade kind of is just off on her own a little bit, but not too far away. She still kind of I guess stays within like sensor range of everyone else, but is off to the side and is avoiding people and talking on comms mostly until they get there.
I feel like Flatwound is still roughly in the middle of the caravan, but now like kind of like doing a perimeter around in case any shit were to go back down again.
It's touch and go a few times. People are now acutely aware of the repercussions of when things go wrong in this area, they go really wrong. And there's definitely, if you could say that something good had come of that tragedy, it's that people are taking this much more seriously and being much more careful. So things are slow, and the rains begin, incredibly heavy, slightly acidic, and it slows you down considerably, but it balances out with people's desire to be finished with this, to be back in civilization and ready to move on. And you're almost there. You're still navigating these crevasses, these cracks in the ground, but the majority of the caravan is through, and you just kind of naturally congregate towards the back, ready to see the caravan off and watch them enter the city. And it's then that you see, all of a sudden, screaming towards you from the city itself, two dots. They're just dots, but they're very quickly growing larger. They're very quickly heading towards you.
So they show up on sensors?
They show up on sensors long before that they show up visually, in visual range.
Okay, so so before they show up on visual range and they show up on my sensors, I get on comms and I say, there's something showing up on the sensors. I don't know what it is, but it's heading towards us really quickly.
Make me a systems check and we'll see just how much you can glean from that.
Okay, yeah, no, this is me. I can do this.
You can absolutely do this.
I got a +2, so just a straightforward roll, no difficulties
No,
or anything?
sensors are pretty good at this.
you jinxed it.
Nope. Sorry.
No! God damn
They're
it.
pretty far. They're pretty far, and
Okay.
whether it's this particular brand of acidic rain, whether it's a bit of interference coming from the city, it's hard to make out for sure. What you can tell is that there's two of them. They are mechs,
And they're coming in our direction.
they are coming directly towards you at speed, and there is currently no information in your FOF tag. So you don't know if these are friend or foe.
Okay. So basically it's what I said. Something's coming our way, and it's
Pretty
coming our way
much.
quick.
I love the implication. She's like, there's something coming. Let me wait and find out more.
Nope.
Yep, there's definitely
There's
something coming.
It's coming quick.
So yeah, by the time that this has occurred, they're moving so fast that they're pretty much in visual range now. And everybody is aware of this. Everybody's trying to see them. The majority of the convoy is kind of out of the way. They've moved mostly past, and the four of you are lingering at the back. Is there anything you'd like to do, ready for the arrival of these two newcomers?
I guess try and read a situation almost. Would that
Yeah, if
be
you'd like.
applicable?
Definitely.
Read a situation. I want to see if these guys are friendly. Let's roll. No sub 10 rolls for this guy.
So you've got sensors as well. Like everybody's got sort of a heads-up display that gives them an idea of what is around them, and your sensors do pick it up, especially aided by Renegade's sort of call out. It's hard to tell. They are moving pretty fast. You can recognize that, like, it's the kind of speed that especially one of them is moving very much in the same sort of pattern that you recognize as your own. And you could definitely get the feeling that it's aerial. There's one that's terrestrial and one that's aerial. And you definitely pick up with 13 that this is not quite a military formation that they're moving in, but an organized formation. And beyond that, difficult to say.
I wouldn't know anybody that flies like me, no?
I mean, you're out of a school, you have been trained.
Okay, so it's not like this person
there's no
does the same zigzags
style.
as you.
Is Fiasco a zigzagger? I can't wait to find out his flying style.
Yeah.
There's nothing particularly recognizable that we go, aha, the typical zigzags of Nederino. I recognize this pattern.
The trick is to do 2 zags and then a zig.
And then a zig. So no, hard to say.
It's too late. They've already seen a smoke bomb. I mean, I could. That's what I'm on.
You literally could.
I literally could. Yeah, but that only provides. Yeah. I'm. Okay, so as they come into visual range, how close is everybody? Could I catch everyone in like the soft cover of a smoke bomb?
You could try.
Can I just
going for a smoke bomb right away? We don't even know the level of hostility yet.
You also know that this is not a peekaboo situation. If they can still see you on sensors, they've got sensors too. It's not smoke bomb.
Also, those poor people, they're just going to be minding their own business and suddenly smoke everywhere. They're not going to think it's a friendly thing.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I don't even know anymore. Renegade's going through all of the things their mech can do. It was like.
And as you're still doing this, they are approaching, and before long, they're within visual range. They are right in front of you.
Fiasco will, I guess, since he's in the front, he'll like make sure that he's in front of everybody, and like so these people approaching him will stop before him, so they don't run into the people behind.
Okay.
Him.
Throwing yourself under the bus. I love it.
Yeah.
As you move forward, they come into really clear visual range now, and you can see there are 2 mechs, one flying at absolute breakneck pace, leaving jet trails in the air, and the other scuttling along the ground in a terrifying motion and seeming to keep pace with its companion. They round a crevasse ahead of you, and you clearly see weapons beginning to lock into place. And suddenly, Renegade, your FOF alert switches definitively foe. These mechs are ready to engage.
One goes, hell yeah! It starts sprinting.
Okay, so roughly what kind of distance do they stop with? Like, I guess Fiasco is right there. So how far away would that be from the rest of us? Like,
well, you'll be able to see when your map loads up.
Oh shoot! I forgot that was a thing.
This is
let's go.
Thing. So.
Oh, this is absolute. Okay, so that's.
So there's the 4 of you at the back. You should all have control of your tokens, and I would like to invite you to place them wherever they would be. So.
You said they rounded the crevasse, so I'm assuming wherever the caravan is, I'm like in front of them here.
The caravan's gone. As you've been watching these people approaching, the caravan is clear, so you don't need to worry about them. When I say wherever you want, like, you know, where you were, like in that kind of area. Oh wait, didn't mean to do that, sorry.
Yeah, no, take me away, it's okay.
Run away, run back to the mountains.
Sorry, I'm not used to Foundry. Is there a way for me to like move the map so I can see more of it?
If you
Yeah,
right click,
right click.
yeah.
Oh,
You'll
it's
be able to
right
move around.
click.
Yeah, and you can zoom in and out
Okay.
as well.
Cool. Okay, so okay.
I'm
Hold
zooming
on.
in and out in a panic. It's just like
Okay. Which one of these guys? Okay,
Is it
wait.
Darcy, is it hold and click on your token to move it, or is it click token and then
Yes.
click the spot?
It's click and drag.
Your mech is really big.
Yeah.
It's a size 2 mech. That's what they look like.
I was hiding in it the other day. That's the mech I was hiding in.
Yeah, it was southbound Pathfinder.
SP.
I feel like I would be just behind
All right.
Fiasco.
I love
because of
this, but do it where I
sprinting.
put you.
Sorry.
Be in order, but be there. Trust me, this is for
Sorry.
your own good. I'm giving you time to react before they get to you.
Okay.
I'm trying
So
to.
stay in that kind of area and just tactically.
I love how you
position
already have
yourself
the child
everywhere.
leashes coming out to rein us in.
I'm here to help. I don't want to blow you up, but I will if I have to.
Just yet.
Just yet.
I think obviously if Fiasco and Renegade had given us like the heads up that like no like if we're all aware foe and also they've both been giving like the heads up to it,
Mm-hmm.
we just say it looks like this is going to be a bit of a scrap, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Flat Wound, you and I are on bruising duty, if that works for you.
Woohoo!
Perfect.
And Renegade, Fiasco, Fiasco, fly around. You are move at your leisure, but try and stay behind us if possible. I want them to focus on us and take us as their main the main thing engaging with them. And Renegade, if it's easier for you to be staying back and not involved in the scrap, do that. But basically, let me and Flat Wound take tanking duty on this. We've got it.
I'll make sure they have a hard time fighting you.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
And with that, there's just like suddenly slight increase in the volume of music, and it's the equivalent, except I have better music taste of the intro to Guardians of the Galaxy, where he's like putting in the fucking cassette into his player. But I'm just like Mech, engage a scrapper protocol. It's like just loud. For some reason, there's something very akin to the Doom Eternal soundtrack starting to play. I don't know why. It just seemed appropriate.
Amelia, is Southbound Pachyderm doing okay?
Yeah, I don't know. I accidentally rotated it, and I don't know how to unrotate it.
I don't know how
Johnson!
you've done it. I don't
now
know how
it's
to undo
sideways.
that. So that's
Oh, he fell over.
that's just how that is now. I
I
should
thought I
have
hit-
locked rotation. There we go. Okay,
Yay.
here's more child reigns, lock rotation. Can't do that anymore.
Can you
Okay.
put the child lock on for us, please?
Literally had to put the child lock on Southbound Pachyderm. Beautiful. Okay, so let's do our first combat. Let's learn Lancer combat. The rest of the session is dedicated to being able to do this, so please don't anybody panic, don't feel like you have to rush. This is the chance for you to get to learn your mechs and learn how this is done. So first lesson is, in Lancer, Lancers go first. It is your initiative. You as a group decide who is going to make the first move. Then the enemy goes, then you go, then the enemy goes, and then the last two of you will go back to back. That's one round. We'll go back to the top and do it again, and you will start that round as well. So, off you go.
Right.
I think-
Yeah. I think what I'll do for most of my actions is lock on, like help whoever's being scrappy to be more efficient at being scrappy.
Do a bit of
Yes.
setup. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So
set it
you
up.
have either one full action or two quick actions
Yep.
and a move.
I'll do I don't think I'm gonna move actually. Oh, also there is a thing I saw. I don't know in what order, like where it might be useful for me to go first, if I should go last or whatever, but I do have certain things, and anyone piloting in Everest can also do this thing, right? Where they do a quick action as a free action.
Yes, so that is your core power. That's a thing that you get to use once per mission, but to make life easier and to keep you from second guessing, this is the only mission that you're going to do today. So feel free to use it and learn how it's done. And that will let you do cool things.
So would it be easier for me to go first, put as many lock-ons, asking the team, would it be good for me to just do that?
We don't know what they can do yet. If I go first, I can make
You want to
it
poke the
harder
bear?
No, I can make it harder for them to hit anyone.
That's true. I
Because
mean,
I
you are
provide hard cover.
you are a big mech, like a literal mech wall. So I mean, that's
Yeah.
also good.
Yeah, I think Valkyrie, just so that we have a general order, Flatwound take point, Renegade, and then Renegade and Gask, and I'll come in for the sweep for the end of it. But the two of you stay, Renegade, stay back.
Mhm.
Fiasco, do whatever you can to light him up. Talia, do what you do best. Enjoy yourself.
All right.
What is my sensor range? I need to be within sensor range to do these things, so I have to make sure I'm close enough to do things.
So your sensors it's second across 3 down on your mech sheet. So if, to me, it looks like it says 10.
Okay, yeah, so that's not terrible. Actually, I need to make sure I'm just close enough. But I think I'll wait for Flatwound to get to move so that, yeah.
For reference, they are about 20 away from you, and you can find that out. There's a little ruler on the left-hand menu that you can click and measure.
So I'll defer to the plan and let other people move first.
Go for it.
Okay. Well, again, it's been a while since I've used Foundry, but I know what I want to do. Because first off, which one of these is Flyboy?
So this boy here is in the sky, Rocket Boy.
Okay, Rocket Boy. I like
Rocket
it.
Boy.
I'm going to look at Rocket Boy, and because it doesn't say I need to be in sensor range, I'm going to activate my Type 2 projected shield. Or is it Type 3? I'm going to activate my Type 3 projected shield. So for the rest of the round, that's just a protocol. For the rest of the round, all ranged and melee attacks we make against each other are at +2 difficulty.
Lovely.
So, and then I'm going to use my full movement of 5
Ooh.
to get roughly over here.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, spacebar. I will use my quick action to boost, and if I get here, well, that means whoever's next to me gets hard cover. That's fine.
Beautiful.
And then my last quick action, I'm going to lock on to Krabby. I have
Krabby?
nothing else I can do. Well,
We'll
you
call
said
her
it was
Patty.
kind of scuttling. Actually, wait, do I have sensor?
I was going to say, how far is your sensor range?
Probably not that long.
She's 13 away from you.
Never mind, I'm going to lock on to... Can I lock on to Flyboy too?
What's your sensors?
10?
Nope. Just out of reach.
So close.
Just
I'm
out of
going to...
reach.
I have nothing else I can do. What can I do?
Did you use all your movement?
For boost, well, I want to make sure that they have hard cover. So, oh wait, I could deploy a turret drone. That's cool.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Does it say? Oh, within sensors in line of sight. I'm gonna do it. Can you see if I go like? Let's say my turret drone goes here.
Okay.
I'm trying
that
to
for you.
double click. I can't see exactly.
There he is.
Perfect. Oh, that is going to be very difficult to see.
I'm going to try and put a color on it.
Ooh.
Thank you, Hooper, for teaching me... Not teaching me how to do this, I had to figure it out on my own, but letting me know that it's a thing that I can do. I can't do it. I will endeavor to keep trying to do that.
Woohoo!
But for now, we know it's there. So yeah, is that everything for you?
That's all I can do.
Fantastic. So now it will be Krabby's turn. Krabby is going to move her distance, her speed rather, which is a complete mystery to me, 6. She gets her little self to there. And then I think she might have to boost as well. 'Cause that's fair. No, that's going to bring her terrifyingly close to you, and she doesn't want to do that. So instead, she's got decent senses. She can probably get you from there. And since you've offered yourself up so wonderfully, you are absolutely the person she is going to hit first. Well, she begins moving towards you, and then the strangest thing happens is that the edges of this Meg just kind of go blurry, and suddenly you are looking at her and you blink. And whether like the rain has obscured your vision, it's very, very hard to see her. She is now invisible. And the very first thing that she is going to do is make a tech attack against you.
I have a sinking feeling I know what this tech attack is.
You probably do. These are brutal. Please remember, I love you all dearly. I'm not actually trying to kill you.
You say that, going to kill us.
You don't know that. You don't know my mind. So that's a hit. Wow, your evasion is terrible. Your E defense is terrible.
Well, yeah.
So take 1 heat, and that's all that happens for now.
Oh no, how terrible.
Oh
It's-
god, for now?
That's it. It's fine. It's just 1 heat. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Absolutely
it's fine.
fine.
It's good. It's fine. It's good.
This
it's
is
fine.
fine,
it's
you
good, it's fine,
guys.
It's good. It's fine. It's good. It's fine.
You're getting combat. Should have done that already. Cool. And that is it. And now it is Renegade's turn, or whoever on your team. Sorry, that's how it is in my
would
order.
it be a good idea for me to go next, or is there someone else who has a better plan that would?
It is. Sorry, I misspoke. It is your turn. Whoever wants to go, may go.
Yeah, I'm trying to consult with the team. Is there a better way to do this?
I have a long range shoot attack, and that's about all I got.
I mean, I have a long range attack, but I also have grenades. I also have like a tech attack. I could go for the E defenses. Wait, how far? Oh, I can't see them. They're invisible, aren't they? Ugh.
Yeah. So this lady is invisible.
God.
No, she's visible now. Once she's
Yeah.
finished her turn, she pops back in.
Okay, you know what?
And no, that was not the tech attack I was expecting, but I am afraid.
No, it's fine.
Is
It's
it time
all
to fight fire with
no.
fire? All right, let's go.
No,
One, two,
I'm not going to say anything. I know too much.
Yeah.
You should also
it's
read the
fine.
chat.
Hooper, if you're in chat giving shit away, don't.
1, 2, 3. How do I? Oh wait, I have to click the move button, don't I? Movement action. That's a button. Okay, I'm gonna move over here. Wait, come on. Why won't it?
You have to hit space.
Okay, wait. It's fine. I know how to do this. I'm a pro lancer.
You give yourself that title.
Are these the buttons up the top that I've been too afraid to even look at?
Wait.
In case I do something.
Click, drag,
No.
hit space.
Oh, hit space after I click and drag. No? Wait, there it is. Yes, I did the thing. Okay, let me. Did you come back? Oh no. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? Screw it. I can see that. I can see that mech now, right?
Yes, it's not invisible anymore.
Okay. So this is a quick action. This is a full action. My sensors are only 10, but I will do a full action. I will do full action barrage.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot it with my super heavy cyclone pulse rifle.
It's my favorite gun in the game. It's beautiful and I love it. Please
I-
let me have it.
Can I roll blow it
You
up?
can. So if you select the thing on Foundry underneath select token, it will let you select your target, and if you select the
Hold on,
target,
wait. Which thing is it? Hold on. Select.
so you
Sorry.
should have you'll have select target selected now. Literally the one directly beneath, it's like a bullseye, will be select target. If you click that and click on the one that you want, then when you press your attack, it will automatically target that person and do the math for you.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got it.
right? So
Roll
good.
for explosions. Okay, so I need to check something.
Okay.
My mech has the I did my homework, the power up.
Yes.
So that gives me an accuracy, yes.
Where are you? Firestorm.
What
So
is that?
power up is your core power. That's your big beefy. That's like your ult. You get one of those per mission, and you have to activate it as a protocol, which means that you have to do it at the beginning of your turn before you do anything else.
Oh,
but-
balls. All right. Well,
No,
I'm
it's
just
fine.
gonna
No,
go
No, it's fine. We can do it. We can say that you did it. Mechanically, it makes no difference. It's just one of those things that you have to declare ahead of time. You can absolutely do it now here in this turn.
Okay, cool. Sorry. So that adds an accuracy if I recall correctly. No.
Yes, that will add an accuracy on all attacks, checks, and saves. And additionally, once per turn, you can boost as a free action.
For each turn?
Once per turn.
Once per turn, like you can do. Okay.
An extra boost. Loads of mobility. It's great.
Okay, so that's one accuracy,
Mm-hmm.
and then does that have a lock on it?
It doesn't.
that I
No.
can consume? No.
Nope.
Okay. Cool.
But you'll also get one accuracy from the gun, so you should be rolling with 2 accuracy.
Is that okay? So the under accuracy where it says accurate, that's
Mhm.
from the gun. I can click that.
That's from the gun. I think it should incorporate that when you tell it you're rolling with that gun. It should add it on for you automatically.
Well, it's just okay, wait. Maybe I should do this differently. Hold on. Here it is.
It's okay.
I'll just. What do I press on this sheet to attack with this gun specifically? Okay,
So there's
here
a
it
big
is.
D20 underneath, like it's the first icon on the left. And if you click that, it should bring up. the
Okay,
box.
and then I just add my other accuracy from
From that.
my protocol.
Yep. And that
Okay.
should roll you with 2 accuracy.
Excellent. Here we go. Pew pew.
Pew pew pew. That's definitely a hit.
Yeah. First blood.
Damage!
Yeah.
Holy crap!
May I use my turret drone's reaction to pepper them with another 3 damage?
Absolutely,
Yes!
you can.
The hacker
Fancy.
chose violence today.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Took a while to get there, but I'm here now.
Nothing is happening. It's fine. It's fine.
Already destroy systems.
Haha, haha. Yeah.
It's
keep
a
it
good
up.
time when the hacker's blowing things up.
Keep it up. The only system I can get rid of is. Oh no, I could get rid of that one.
You should get rid of predatory logic, just saying.
I'm not getting rid of predatory logic. How
You
dare.
really should.
I shouldn't. I'm going to get rid of that one. That one that you will never know what it was because she didn't get to use it and she never will. Fantastic. So yeah, you've had time to study your shot. You've had time to watch these people approaching and learn their movement patterns, and you just line up the shot. And as soon as she pops back into visibility, you just clock her and like dint the armor on her shoulder massively. Is that your turn? Is that everything?
Yeah, that was a full. That was a barrage. That was a full action.
You can boost for free since of the.
Oh
core
yeah, I
thing,
can
and
boost for free.
You can get into my hard cover.
I have a question.
The
Protocol
first
is
innuendo
that
of the game.
is
Hold on.
that activating a protocol is quick action, free action
It's a free action when you do it at the top of your turn.
at the top? Okay,
Yeah.
I just needed to know that for future
That's fine.
reference.
That's
and then
exactly what we're here to do.
I'm gonna boost and go hide. I guess that's
Go hide is a great idea.
Well, I mean, stand next to Southbound Pachyderm,
Sure.
really. So how do I do the boost? Okay, there's a button for protocol. How did I miss that?
There you go.
So how do I do the boost?
Just move. It's just an
I can
extra
just
move.
It's an
Yep.
extra move.
It's an extra move up to your speed.
I'll just do the thing again. Okay.
Just do the thing. Always do the thing.
again. Always do the thing. Okay. I'm gonna move my butt over here next to oops! Is that too close? It's
No, that's
I
fine.
think so, yeah,
It's
we're good.
adjacent.
okay, it's
We live in-
adjacent. I was like,
Yeah.
it looks like I'm on top of your mech. Sorry.
You're like cowering under the trunk-like legs. It's pretty spot
Okay.
on. Okie doke, cool. If that is your turn, it is back to them, and here comes redacted call sign.
Not redacted.
Redacted. It's a great call sign. Complete with square
That
brackets
is
and
actually such a
everything.
good call sign.
Call sign,
All right.
Rocket Man, Elton John.
Ah, shit, man.
Rocket Man.
I promise you, his call sign is better than Rocket Man. As good as Rocket Man is, when you hear his call sign, you'll know. You'll know. So his speed is all the way over there, and that's pretty good. So he's going to take himself right there. But then the other thing about him,
Oh, why am I all on my own over there?
no, I can't understand. I can't understand why you've done that. Yeah, okay, this is great. I love this. So that was 5.
I don't.
And then he goes there with his boost.
I would like to shoot him with my shotgun Overwatch.
He hasn't moved out of your thing yet.
He moves in. Shotgun
Fine.
is threat 3.
Oh yeah, absolutely, you get him.
Where is my reaction? Oh god. It doesn't.
Can you kill them, please?
It doesn't even. It doesn't show the actual like actions. I can only click whatever. Where's the mech stuff? What?
You have got a separate character sheet for your mech than your character.
Here we go. All right.
There you go.
Overwatch. This is +2 difficulty because of the what's it called? The shield.
Yes. And this is just against his evasion.
You gave yourself more difficulty?
See, that's why I came into your range.
Hey! That's a hit. That never happens.
No, it's not.
Hey, no?
It's not. Oh.
No, sorry.
You rolled
no.
yeah, I see a 9 there.
It was delightful to see your joy
Oh,
for that
'cause
split
I
second
didn't-
where you thought it had worked, but unfortunately,
Yeah, I
no.
was like,
His
you gave
evasion is
yourself
12.
difficulty, guy.
Yeah. His evasion is 12.
didn't.
He's fine. So now that he's close up, you can see that this is a very similar kind of build to yours, Fiasco. This is a flying guy, and he is zipping and zagging and then zipping yet again through the sky, and he is very, very easily able to dodge your shotgun. And then he takes his second turn, and he ends up there. How dare you not let me do that, Foundry?
Oh, I saw
Let
what
me
you were
move.
gonna do. It's okay if you don't. It's really okay if you don't.
No.
Well, now he gets Overwatch on everyone.
But again, he's got pretty good evasion. Oh, I see what you're telling me to do. Now it's his second turn. Now he can move. Oh, let me move.
It's okay. This is fine. It's okay if you don't.
Oh, no, I know why not. Because technically engagement. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh yeah, big. Haha.
Big. Fine, he'll just do what he was going to do from here. And that is to drop a bomb on you. So that's fun. A blast one explosion that must overlap with at least one space occupied by your target, and characters within that affected area must succeed on an agility save. So, if I get my blast thing.
Maybe it's a good thing that I'm on my own.
Maybe.
Oh, jeez.
When your hardcover
Uh,
gets blasted, what happens next?
You can put that there. So I believe it's only going to hit you, Amelia. So that's an
Oh
agility
no!
save from you.
Terrible.
Well, he was going to hit everybody, but you stopped him. So really, you've only got yourself to blame.
Awesome.
So that's an agility save.
Good thing that is the one thing I'm decent at, kind of.
Really? In a Zagmartha? Really?
I have 2 agility.
Wow.
This is not plus or minus anything, yeah.
I don't believe so, no, because it's Oh damn.
Hey,
His save is 10, so yeah, you beat it. So it just kind of glances
Hey.
off. You're standing between him and your friends, and this gives you the power to just say, no, not today. He drops the bomb, it bounces off.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, he does get to do it again. So,
How many
Like
bombs
now?
does this guy have?
well, he's an elite, so he gets 2 turns.
Oh!
So if you can make another one,
That's a problem. Oh, where'd it go?
it's just as well because you structured that witch first shot.
And number 2.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Yeah,
Not bad. Not so bad dice
Natural
anymore.
20?
Nat 20, baby.
he got nothing. He got nothing on you. He thought he knew what he was about, but he did not.
The
He do
dice were
not.
like, we're so sorry, realized it was Pride Month, and we're sorry for our transphobic actions.
The spirit.
The dice were like, lol, size 2 mech, ninja.
Ninja!
No, that's what I was thinking. I'm like imagining this mech as an actual like elephant, so the guy's just like, that nothing to worry about. Why is this elephant suddenly the Flash?
All right, fantastic. It's back to you, Fiasco and Valkyrie. You are still to go. Who would like it?
You mind if I take it, Fiasco?
Ladies first.
Alrighty. So I am going to use. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to move 2, 3, 4. Yes, please move me over there. Please let me move. Damn it. Why is it?
There you go.
There we go. Thank you. So that is my normal movement.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it is. She is.
As
my
you-
love, my dear.
As you go gliding past, as you start scuttling around the battlefield, you realize that you've got an incoming hail. Shortwave radio, and the only identification is call sign Trixie, where the eyes are both ones.
Call sign. What is it?
Trixie. TR1X1E.
On the one who's engaged with our southbound.
This
or-
is just coming through your comms. This is not. It's short range, so you assume it's one of them, but you've got no way of knowing which. You can reject it or you can accept it.
We'll accept it in the middle of doing it. Call sign Trixie. This is call sign Valkyrie. Disengage combat, or you will face hostile activity immediately.
There's a sharp burst of static, and then a kind of gruff female laugh. And a voice just says, "Let's see if she was right about you, Scrapper." And the line goes dead.
Fuck.
You're great. Okay. I'm gonna use reverse action words hard.
I will use first quick action to use boost in order to get me 1, 2, 3 over here.
Mhm.
Within melee range of this one. Hopefully that lets me do that. There we go. And because I have Juggernaut, when I boost my next ram before the start of my next turn, gains +1 accuracy and will knock the target back an additional 2 spaces. So I'm going to try and
Amazing.
ram them.
Beautiful.
So make a melee attack. She just sort of like pulls out from a blade holster on the right side of the mech. This like, it's like crackling electricity for 1 second, and then it just turns to just bright, like burning flames. She's gonna try and just like knock them back with the blade.
Incredible. I love it. Go for it.
Okay, boy. So that would be charge blade,
Mm-hmm.
main melee. Okay, here we go. Hopefully that goes through. So I have +1. So this is where I would put the +1 accuracy, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Because my Juggernaut gives me +1 accuracy when I try and ram.
Yeah. By and large, Foundry will add it automatically if it's coded into, like, for a weapon, for instance, but if it's something that you're doing on spec, you have to add it.
Okay.
20. Beautiful. So you strike true. The swing is perfect. It is beautiful. The blade is crackling, and the rain in the air is just turning to steam as it hits. And just the split second before the blade hits this mech, there's just a spin of the wings and a blur, and it just dodges out of the way of your blade.
What?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Hate aces. Hate aces. I hate witches. Motherfucking can't believe
It's almost as
this
if
shit.
I chose some of the coolest ones to use first time because I just wanted to have fun too. I'm a player in this game too. Let me have fun.
No. I love that. That is amazing. That is really
But that's
cool.
that gone. That's that used unless I recharge it. So that took like a lot. You can appreciate this as pilots. Like that took a lot of effort. That took a lot of skill. You can't keep doing that all the time. But for that particular one, he's safe. Anything else you would like to do?
I am gonna use. No, wait. I have to do that as a protocol at the start of the turn. So never mind that.
You can go ahead for this intro combat. We'll allow mistakes to be made, and we'll futz with the rules a little bit. So feel free.
Okay, then I will use the additional one to use quick tech, and I will attempt to lock on to that target who just ran away from me.
Yep.
Being a jerk. Then I can mark you. Alright, so lock on, visually mark target to lock on, choose a character within sensors, line of sight, they gain the lock on condition. Any character making an attack against that with lock on may choose to gain +1 accuracy on that, and then clear lock on. So I'm basically just like annoyed, like you definitely hear like maybe 1 to 10 obscenities screamed through the comm because she was really excited about that ram.
And it looked real good. You would have thought up until the last split second that it was gonna work.
Fiasco, light him up. And that's the end of her turn because that's all of her actions.
What about the purple one?
Well, lucky for you, it is now your turn.
Oh jeez.
Valkyrie has been Fiasco. It's you.
It's me.
It's time.
Okay, so that's 5. Okay, are these blue guys cover in any way?
That's the crevasse in the ground. The bigger sort of black rocks, they're soft cover.
Soft cover. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
and southbound pachyderm, hard cover.
okay, but also bomb. if there's
Bomb
bombs.
gone. Bomb done. Bomb finished.
But I thought there could be 2 bomb.
The 2 bomb gone. 2 bomb done.
2 bomb gone. Okay,
Boom
beautiful.
go twice.
Boom go twice. Oh, boom go twice. Didn't even matter. I will. Oh wait, hang on. I've played Uno before. I know how to call a protocol at the start of a turn.
Nice.
So I think I have enough movement to get within. Yeah.
You got pretty
So
good speed.
Yeah. Oops. I think I overshot it.
What have you got?
Is that within the hardcover or not? Or do I have to be?
Technically, I think yes. I think that's adjacent. Yeah.
Okay. I still got movement if needs be. So we want to keep lighting up green guy? I'm assuming?
I mean,
God.
either of these.
Either. It's just that one
Especially
currently
'cause,
seems to be a bigger threat, considering he just ran away from my blade. I'm upset.
Yeah, but also,
At the
purple
end
one.
of the purple one's next turn, I am going to be very close to a pile of slag.
Yeah, I think you guys
so-
got the green guy. I mean, they seem better than me in every conceivable way with, flying and stuff. They're a lot better. I don't know if I can match up to that. So I'm just gonna take a shot at the purple one over here. So
You hear in your comms, "Hey, I took a shot. It can't be that hard. I'm the hacker."
okay. So with my protocol active, I get 1 accuracy, but my mortar is inaccurate. I don't think those 2 cancel. I think they're both different things.
Yeah. So technically, you would roll both.
Okay, so my mortar has a range of 15. I'm assuming that's Yeah, they're well. Yeah, that's within 7. So, yeah, I'm just gonna try. That's my full action, I think, because it's a heavy weapon. To light them up. Do I just click my rolly thing
Yeah.
and hope? And hope.
I think a heavy weapon is a quick action. It's a super heavy that's a full.
Ah, okay.
And super heavies are like the big things. The compensation is they'll destroy stuff, but
They'll take 1 structure off a witch in 1 hit, as Renegade just illustrated so beautifully for us.
Beautiful. Yeah, so then I don't need to add anything. It should be hard-coded in.
Should be.
Okay.
If all the accuracies and difficulties are a part of your weapons, then yeah, it should be okay.
They don't call me Fiasco for nothing.
I love that could have gone literally any direction after that statement. That could have been a nat 1 or a nat 20 and it
Exactly.
would have been perfect. Yeah. So are you aiming against the ace or the witch?
The purple.
Purple?
Well,
Purple.
yes.
That
Witch. I'm assuming because they look witchy.
yeah, that hits. Her evasion is only a 10. So that's another 6 damage.
So that was quick action number 1.
Beautiful.
Quick action number 2. I kind of want to stay in the hard cover. Can I just fire again?
Yeah, go for it.
They don't call me Fiasco for nothing.
You gotta love a sequel.
Right?
Oh no, not the sub 10 rules.
That was a pure fiasco. I love that so much.
it's just the scene of like a crowd at like a sporting event going, ooh, and then the second shot fires.
Oh.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, no, unfortunately, that one is a miss. Is that everything you've got?
Yeah, because that was action, protocol, 2 quick actions, movement, and then reactions only happen when they do stuff. So
That's
yeah.
exactly correct. Beautiful. Okay, we are back to the top. Oh, you've got your turret drone flat wound. Could that have done anything at any
I
point?
already used it for the +3 damage.
The +3, correct.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
now it. Since
I was just
it's,
taking damage and I didn't notice where it all came from.
Yeah. Well, now I have a decision to make because I don't know if I want to go after the ace and lock it down, or if I want to rip the face off of this witch.
The sounds when you say that, it sounds like you've made that decision.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my protocol. You see the Southbound Pachyderm covered in stickers and whatnot. Specifically, this machine kills fascists, and the I lost a bet next to an empty weapon mount. We're not going to get into that. You see Southbound Pachyderm pull out what looks like a really oblong heavy weapon that looks just like a way oversized bass guitar and just thumps it once incredibly loudly. I'm going to use my... what's it called? Where is it? Oh, it's a quick action to do it. I'm going to use my quick action to raise the banner. So all allied characters in line of sight, which is everyone, gains resistance to all damage and heat, and +1 accuracy on all checks and saves. So
Pretty good.
that's
It's pretty good.
that's my first quick action. I am going to move. That's a thing I can do. I'm going to move. I'm going to use my second quick action to boost.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to free action overcharge,
Nice.
cost of +1 heat, and swing this oversized bass guitar into this witch's face.
Which way round?
The hurt end.
Which
Correct answer. Go for it. Roll an attack.
All right, this is... where's my stuff? I'm nervous. I feel like I'm gonna miss.
you? No, I can't
Surely
see that
not.
happening.
I don't have... this is just a totally neutral roll.
Mhm.
Oh, that would have been a lot of damage.
So sorry, Amelia. It was so badass right up until
Well, you know
that
what? Everyone
7.
else can do cool stuff now.
That's true. That is true. You know who gets to do cool stuff now is the witch.
The witch.
And that makes me so happy. Because
Also,
you
I'm
stood
in the
right
danger
there.
zone, and I'm about to.
You're about to take
I'm
4 heat, is what's going to happen.
at
'Cause
the
that's
beginning
other
or end
thing.
of its turn.
Oh, and sorry, correct. Let's hope it survives this turn then. That's really, really lucky for me. She's in engagement with you, so she's not going to bother moving. She's just going to throw. What can we throw at you that's fun? I think we're going to give you. Ooh. What do you have? Do you only have melee?
I have assault rifle.
Oh, you've got an assault rifle. That's wonderful. So you've come all this way, and you feel your mech suddenly is not in your control. And however your heads-up display works inside of your mech, you start seeing lines of code, and it's mostly emojis, and it's mostly like rude emojis. And all of a sudden, all of a sudden, your assault rifle clocks into place, and I'm picturing like a turret on the top, and it just swings 180 degrees all the way around. She is using predatory logic against you. She doesn't have any difficulty on a tech attack because she's a bitch. Oh, but she also sucks and rolls a 9. So, how's your E defense?
Actually, what is my E defense? It's an 8.
It's an 8, and so a 9 is good enough. So I would like you to make an attack with your assault weapon.
Oh no.
Against who's this right here? This is Otios.
Whatever
It's
whatever it
me,
is, it's
not
only
Odie.
2 damage. It's only 2 damage, even if I miss.
Jeez.
Is
Okay.
what's your evasion?
It doesn't matter. It's always going to be 2 damage.
Oh, reliable too. Beautiful.
Yeah, because I only rolled
jeez.
2.
That's incredible. Well done. But yeah, your evasion is
Odie's evasion?
10, so that's a hit. So 2 damage on you, Odie.
So that's 2 HP damage, is
That's
it?
2 HP for you.
No!
I know. It's
And I
almost
can
as
only
if
use
I'm-
my reaction if people miss.
That's
Darn
correct. It's different for the NPC aces, just so you know.
Yeah, they're better than me in every way.
Not every way.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm so incompetent.
And then the next thing she's going to do is another tech attack against you. And so she's going
Lay 'em
to
on.
lock you down even more. This is a blind. Let's go. That's only a 6.
Aha!
The emojis fizzle out, and it's just one like flaccid dick, and then no more. She's lost connection. She can no longer control your mech. That's the end of her turn. So now it's time to take 4 heat.
Okay, I suffer what's it called? Stress.
Stress. Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it in Foundry. It's not showing up for me.
So I
but-
believe if you just if you type more than 6 heat into your heat box, it will do it automatically. I believe.
I have a heat box?
You do on
You
your mech
do.
stats.
Oh,
Second on the
in-
top.
Mech stats. Heat. 7.
Yep.
Roll.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm exposed.
That's fine. That's
It's
fine.
fine. We're fine.
This is all fine.
Nothing could even hit me
I have a
anyways.
question.
I'm fine.
I hope I have an answer.
If I do my quick tech action to bolster flat round, would it help?
Quick attack.
Not for
Quick
this.
action. Can only do it on your turn, unfortunately.
No. I'm not like right now. I mean on my turn. Like, would
Oh,
it help?
would it have helped? No, I don't think so.
No.
I think it's for attacks.
Okay.
It
I
is
don't
really
know.
good to use, though. It's like 2 accuracy is really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I
Love
want to
this.
I want to be helpful to the tank so that
You
I don't
took-
get killed.
You took a structure and most of the damage off of that witch in your first turn. You've been
It's true.
helpful. Don't worry.
No, I mean I wanna help Amelia.
You wanna
'cause
be
I
where the
feel
people
really
are?
bad.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
How are you? It's back to you guys. Who's next?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean, right? Like, could I do something?
You
Amelia?
could, but the damage has already been done. You can see that Southbound Pachyderm is like starting to smoke and spark in places. It's still in control. It's still holding together, but there's some internal damage going on.
I have a question. An attack
Go.
from a Nexus, like a hunter killer, does that count as a tech attack?
It's not
Because
a tech
it's
attack.
against e-defense, but it's still considered like a weapon attack.
It's still a ranged attack. Yeah.
Okay. And I wanted to do something annoying to it. hold on. So then attack would be like an invade action. Correct? Okay. Because what I want to do is do okay. I want to do a bolster, but I'm not sure who to bolster. Who would benefit from it? Who's
Well,
gonna-
everyone has a +1 to all saves anyways. And resistance
but,
to all
like-
damage except me.
Well, that's why I wanted to help you. Because
fine,
you're
we're
taking all the
fine.
shit. Okay.
fine.
All right.
Who's gonna hit me?
Everyone.
And a challenge, Amelia?
Yes.
Okay, I have a. Okay, so does that witch have a lock on? Is my question. My next question.
No, nobody's got any lock-ons right now. You can throw one on her.
Didn't
Absolutely.
I throw a lock on the one who I missed with my blade right afterwards?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I rammed, I boosted, and then I used a third one to use lock on.
I'm so sorry, I missed that entirely. Let me put it
No
on
worries.
there.
That's why I was like, wait
Okay,
a minute.
it is.
Wait a
it is
cut and
kind of
pick a
close.
minute.
I don't like that. I'm gonna do movement action.
lock on. There
I'm
we
gonna
go.
do a movement action.
I'm gonna
And
do a move. Just a little move.
I would like to do a GTFO protocol right now.
I'd like to use a protocol to dip.
Engage note protocols, everyone.
Is that an official
Okay,
order?
so I'm gonna do that. I also have a free boost, correct? So I'm
Correct.
gonna reposition myself in a not close to. Are those rocks?
So
cover?
the black ones are big rocks. They are hardcover. The little blue things are meant to represent like cracks and crevices in the crevices. Lenny Kravitz is here, and you can fall down him. So that's essentially like
Can I
difficult
fall
terrain.
on top
Okay,
of him? Is that okay?
I would
Do
like to do that.
I still have a shot from here?
Yeah, you have a clean shot. The black rocks are meant to represent like above ground. The blue is like below ground.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do a violence again, but this time
Put it on a shot.
I'm gonna do it against their E defense.
Oh shit.
Because I can do that. Okay, so when I attack with my Nexus, is that like a full action? Like, how does that work?
No, that's one mount, so that's a quick action.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna the hacker talent. I'm asking so many questions.
It's fine. That's exactly what this
snow,
is
So the snow crash is specifically for attack.
for. An invade, yeah.
Okay. Oh fuck it! I'm just gonna blow it up because that seems
Do it.
like a good idea. Okay.
When in doubt,
Um,
just blow it up.
Okay. So have
Sarah, you're
plus-
welcome for all the shirt ideas you're getting in this session, by the way. You're welcome.
So plus
When in
one
doubt.
accuracy for my protocol. I
One
don't have
from-
any. Doesn't look like I have any cover. Okay, let's go.
Did you give out accuracies, Amelia?
Um,
From Raise the
it's
Banner?
only for checks and saves.
Gotcha.
Okay. Oh,
But it's-
okay. Can I do a quick action to give it a lock on and then
Absolutely.
and then do that?
That's encouraged.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna consume a lock on and then roll for violence.
That's another one for the list.
I
Yeah.
accidentally I clicked the wrong tab
If you
and I saw
can't
the
handle the
Mechs
heat,
name.
get better E defense.
Damn. Yeah, that's a hit. 4
And-
damage.
Yeah.
And because I get the turret drone reaction back, I will use that for another 3.
Another 7. All right.
I am the master hacker.
You once more structure this NPC, and elites only get 2. So she is not completely obliterated, but you have disabled this mech entirely.
Yes.
1 down.
Victory!
1 to go.
No, that's it.
No, it's not.
Is it?
You only want
wait,
1 round of combat? No, let's go.
So wait, is it my turn because we outnumber them so much, or is it the
No, it's back and
witch's-
forth.
Right. It's back and forth. Is it the witch's turn? Because the witch is the one over there, right?
Yeah,
So
that's the witch is the
you're
one that
gonna
they've
count.
just eradicated.
Ding
Yes.
dong,
Okay,
the
so
witch
it's
is
the
dead.
elite.
So she's gone. Oh no, I killed Flatwound. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, I just saw myself.
Oh, yep.
I'm so sorry.
You put
Oh
that.
god, don't
You put that
piss you off, I
Sagamata
guess.
back where you found
just-
it.
No, sorry.
You can just kill us so
I just-
easily.
I have that power. Don't forget it.
Oh
no.
my god.
Flatwound is fine. Southbound Pachyderm is
Power
fine.
of a
Yeah, we're
god.
fine. We're fine.
Trixie is
You-
down. And so that was your turn.
I just
Um,
straight up bodied that mech.
You
Yeah.
did. You really did. All right. Now, looking for vengeance. Here comes Redacted.
No.
I get to do cool things now.
Oh jeez.
Here we go. That's been used. Actually, I don't have a whole lot of really cool things. Done that and done that. I've used one of those. Okay.
Oh, the kill button.
How use that?
Oh
To
my
win
god.
game. So I got range
It's
10 on
quirky and
that.
fun.
I
You
used my
two
sword
are
cycle
capital.
lance.
As it turns around and comes around for another pass, these very easily recognizable missile launchers pop out of the wings. And we're going to go for a, what is that, blast one? Blast one. And that can go, whoops.
Me.
I'm going
No.
to center it right there on you two.
Oh jeez.
So this is a main launcher attack. I don't think it gets any accuracy, which is really a shame. There's one, and there's two.
Oh,
I'm
But
going to
you
imagine
have
that
oh my
it's-
god, I can see the name.
Oops.
Oh damn it! There you go.
Uh,
Nobody on stream can see it, so
No, I'm not saying the
you
name.
enjoy that one for now. We'll reveal it
Thank
to the
you.
audience later.
I love you, Darcy.
I made promises with this game. I had to deliver. So that's probably going to be 4 damage for each of you. But as Amelia rightly points out, you have resistance, so that's only 2.
So that's 2 damage.
2 damage, yes please.
2
Two
damage.
twice.
2
Two
twice. 2.
And then
And that's HP again.
it is indeed.
Oh jeez.
It's just a scratch.
It's but a flesh wound. That's a one of those. He can fly. He's still flying. That's very good. We like that. And then he's going to drop another bomb on you bitches.
I thought you said bombs were done. You lied
Uh,
to me.
I meant for that round.
Oh,
lied to
you
me.
lied to me.
Can I get you both? I think that might just get you both. No, it's just getting you, OT. I'm sorry.
Oh jeez, not Odie.
It's Odie. He's a
Oh,
big
jeez.
boy. He presents a nice target.
Oh,
Blast one
no.
explosion. An agility save, please.
Agility.
Plus 1
save.
accuracy because.
And I think I should be good with agility, hopefully.
Those are
No,
famous
anyway.
last words, as far as I'm.
I,
my
I
experience.
love the fact that I'm now picturing Kronk's voice from Emperor's No Groove as Fiasco's voice now. I keep saying, God, jeez. I'm just like,
Oh,
oh,
jeez.
Is every
jeez.
Lancer
I got-
game
having
I'm
a
a part
mech
of-
shot coming at me right now.
Is every Lancer game I'm going to be a part of going to invoke Kronk in some way? Jesus.
Okay, so wait, hang on. Where's my stats? Is that on my pilot sheet actually?
No, everything you'll be doing right now in combat will be in your mech. It is on there. It's bottom right. You've got 4 together. Hull, edgy, sizz, and eng.
Where? Which?
Mech stats. The first tab on your mech sheet.
I don't know my left from my rights. You said bottom. You said
Bottom right. Bottom
Mhm.
right. Down,
So
down
agility. Uh huh.
there. That's the one with accuracy.
Which one makes the L? Okay. And then I add accuracy to that, do I?
1 accuracy from
One
Southbound
accuracy.
Pachyderm.
Okay. This is why they call me Fiasco. Ooh.
11 is enough. Well done. By 1 point, you made it. Cool. Now
Thank
he's
you for
gonna
the accuracy.
do- literally. Now he's gonna do literally that exactly again. So
Oh, another one.
he gets 2 10s. Sorry. So
another-
that's yep, another one of those. So that's going to be another 2 attacks, which I will roll imminently. 2 of those. Click. Oh, that's a miss. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, man. You threw him off completely.
Yes.
I am assuming that you both have evasion higher than 4 and 8.
Yes.
Cool.
Fortunately.
Fine. That's fine. I'm fine with this. I'm not salty about that in the slightest. And then he's got 1 more bomb to drop, so it's the exact same thing again.
And
In fact, I think he might aim.
Now my evasion is 8 exactly.
So 1, 2. If he goes there, it'll be an engagement. So let's see if we can get close. He pulls like a loop-de-loop.
not
like
a
a
loop-de-loop.
show-offy-
I've been trying to master those for years.
This guy is showing the fuck off, and you catch a glimpse through the cockpit. You can see this face with like long blonde hair and big ass shades, just grinning ear to ear, having the absolute time of their life.
Oh God.
So
Dio?
this one,
The perfect
this
man.
one, I
Fabio?
did not design him to be your perfect. Oh, see, that's beautiful. That hits both of you. So both of you can make agility saves now, please. Good
And
positioning.
I was about to ask Darcy.
Mm.
The 8 attack, I do. My evasion is only 8. Did I need to do a roll for that one for both of those as well?
No,
Or
so
was
that
only
number,
hitting Fiasco.
that one was hitting both of you, and this
Okay,
one is
the-
also
the
hitting
eight-
both of you.
The 8 one was hitting both of us, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So that
sorry.
one did hit me. My evasion is only 8.
Sorry, technically I've rolled 2 separate attacks, one for each of you. Because of the order, I would have said that Otios was first and you were second.
Okay, so neither of us get
So
hit
you're okay.
in that case. Yeah.
But now you're going to do agility saves, and I'd really love you to fail because I'd love this to go off. Just once.
Uh-huh.
Oh, why fail when you could succeed?
do I get to add accuracy again? Is it every time?
Yes. It's until the
Perfect.
beginning of my next turn.
Oh, that's so
Yee-hoo!
unfair. And a
Oh,
12.
think you can show off.
Oh,
Look
I'm
at
sorry.
this.
It's until the
Fine.
end of my next turn.
That's fine. I didn't want
That's
you
a
to
12.
do.
I
loads
just
of
realized that I
damage.
have a reaction that when an action misses, I can take a movement, so we wouldn't have been grouped up together.
Beautifully. Take that movement if you would like.
Yeah, I'll do
I
that
also-
now.
I tell you what, I shouldn't have been able to use that. That's once per round. Shouldn't have been able to use that. So,
We're learning together.
we're all learning. I've never played an ace before. I've killed plenty of them though. So I think that's all that he can do.
Fly up to 2 spaces.
Yeah,
So just a little toot toot.
that's fine. This is all fine. Okay, that's his turn. It's back to you, lot.
If it helps, I'm on half health.
Good to know.
You mind if I take this one, Fiasco?
Ladies first.
Okay. Being a little bit more temperamental than she's usually shown, especially in a battlefield context, she just pulls out this blue pistol that's a revolver that it's styled to be essentially a giant mech revolver. She spins the barrels, locks it back into place, and she's gonna try and fire using that.
I love it.
Let me see. I think that works. Yeah, skirmish, I think. Yes, skirmish. So because I'm using a CQB weapon and attacking within range 3, I get +1 accuracy.
Fantastic.
And also because you're still locked on, I have another +1 accuracy. So
That's pretty good. Let me make sure that is. Yes, it is still on him. So that will give you the option to incorporate that when you do the roll.
okay.
I'm just gonna
+1.
roll a d6 for no reason.
The moment
I know what
Darcy
this
is like says something,
Oops.
I
No,
immediately start to panic.
Oh God, the
Oh,
slow
it's fine.
zoom.
it's fine.
That's 12.
I'm rolling? What?
I just typed 1d6 and it said that you were doing it. Don't know why. It's not working, so I'm just gonna roll 1d6. Oh my god, I'm the best roller in the history of the world. I'm the anti-Amelia.
I know what this is.
So yes, that's a 12. That would hit, but
Would hit.
Yeet.
he does it again. It recharged, I rolled a 6.
God
He
damn it.
is here to
I
piss
hate
you
that
off.
for
He
you.
is specifically here to make you an angry, angry person. And I guess it's working.
Yes, it is working.
yeah,
'Cause
that-
she's upset hearing the phrase "scrapper," and she immediately
Why?
abandons anything else and runs at the person and uses her other quick action to try and attack with her blade.
Lovely.
Wait, can you wait? Is that possible to do one for? Oh, that would just be barrage in that case. Yeah, that'd just be barrage. Either way, it's 2 attacks. She's gonna try and hit with the charge blade. So she has a fire sword and a lightning pistol, or lightning revolver, which is
It's possibly the coolest thing ever.
yes,
Maybe.
Maybe. And she's gonna try and use that.
Oh my god, I just saw the thing. That's literally what that's called.
That's what this one's called.
Don't spoil it.
I'm
It's a
not
surprise for
spoiling.
chat.
I'm just like,
Amelia, that's only for saves and checks, right? Your accuracy
Yes.
thing? Okay, that's what I thought. So I have no bonuses to this beyond just attacking. Because I already used... Because lock-on's only for the next attack, correct, Darcy?
Yeah, and once you've consumed it, it's gone.
Yeah, I already did it, so...
Yeah.
So this is just flat
Get rid of
roll to try and hit with the charge blade.
Powered by rage, though, which has got to
Powered
give
by
you a
rage,
bonus.
though, which I think works, because that's a 14.
Yeah, absolutely, that hits.
Also, I'm just going to note this for the record, because I'm happy about it. It's armor piercing.
He has no armor. I'll be honest
Doesn't matter.
with you.
I just
this
want to
guy-
say it, because I'm mad.
This guy has -2 hull. He is made of tinfoil.
Yeah, I think basically what happens, if it's alright to hit on it, like she tries to fire with the pistol,
Mm-hmm.
and he just moves out of the way, and she catches whoever it is, I'm assuming gender, my apologies,
Mm.
whoever they are, like sees the face grinning at her and sees the fucking shades, and she's just like, no, not this time.
Not today.
Not 2 in a row. And like comes around like a big sweep and just like slashes right across.
It's a big hit. It tears into the paintwork, and you can make a fairly safe assumption about the type of person who is flying this mech. That's really going to piss them off. And if that is the end of your turn,
That is it. That is everything I can do.
it was pretty good. You did some stuff.
Vanguard was helpful for getting that first shot.
Very much. Fiasco, it's down to you. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna hide behind this little rock. First off,
A brave
I
boy.
can-
A strong man.
Yeah, there we go.
finish him.
And yeah, definitely within 15 range of that guy.
Oh, for sure.
So. Oh, they have a lot of evasion though, and my thing is inaccurate.
I believe.
Yeah, do I take 2 shots? What? Lock on, is that just a mechanic anyone can use, or do you guys have stuff for that?
No, anybody can do that. That's a attack. It is a
It's
quick action, but anybody
quick
can
action.
Do it. Okay, so I can lock on, then use my other quick action for an attack.
Yeah.
I'll do that then. I'll
It's the
lock
recommended
on.
order.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah, no, I'll just attack and then lock on, actually.
There's a lock on him.
Okay, and then
So we've got a dogfight on our hands. We've got 2 flying boys zipping around in the air. Sensors locking
yeah,
on.
zipping around. So brave, not hiding behind a rock at all. So then I'll fire my mortar at him. So that's +1 accuracy then, is it?
If you consume the lock on, yep. There should be a little
Yeah.
thing for you to click that says lock on, consume.
Wait, where?
When you
says
roll the
accurate.
attack,
It just says accurate +1.
is it not like a little drop down with a couple more boxes underneath? It's fine if not, you can just add another one from another source.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Roll.
Ooh, what's his evasion?
Mine's 10, so that would hit me, and I'm very fast.
He is just the slightest bit faster than you.
No!
Ever so slightly
Oh,
faster.
he's my superior in every possible conceivable way.
Wow.
Oh, no.
He
Just
zips out of the way.
Attacked Fiasco's insecurities.
I did mean. This one in particular was unintentional, but in general, I'm doing exactly what I set out to do. So,
That's awful.
with that massive bit of damage sustained, and with Trixie out of commission, the other flyboy, he just starts doing like lazy circles in the air, and you notice, Renegade, you probably notice first with the strongest systems, that your FOF tag has dropped off. These mechs are no longer in hostile stance. And you see them kind of disengage, you see the weapons kind of go back into their panels, and Valkyrie, you'll receive another hail from Call Sign Trixie.
Do we all hear it or just one person?
Yeah, I think this is I think you've got the option, Valkyrie, when you accept the call just to your comms or to transfer to the whole team.
I think she will only put it to herself for this moment.
Fair enough.
Call sign Trixie, your mech has already been disabled and your ally has suffered a critical hit. Do you really want to keep going with this?
No, not at all. I think we figured out everything we needed to know about you. Turns out she was absolutely right about you. And you got decent friends along for the ride too. Maybe you can help us. Are we free to step out and talk?
She cuts off communication and you just see her like fly over or like run over with the mech.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds so weird to describe a mech running over somewhere. That's terrifying.
Sauntering.
But before she does that, she like does a call. Everyone stand down. They're disengaging.
Okay.
Can I stay behind the rock?
You up here too, Fiasco.
Oh, okay.
Flatrun goes like, "Oh man!" As you see like the insides of Southbound Factor like start leaking like oil.
Renegade's just like, copy that, and then she immediately gets on her mech and starts like researching about this mech and like figuring out like, you know, essentially what it does and everything. She just starts doing like background checks
And like diagnostics of it.
Yeah, just like, I'm gonna find out everything I can about this mech.
Perfect.
Valkyrie gets out and like immediately is like rushing over like in a huff over to the mech, the downed mech, the Trixie mech.
Yeah, it's pretty down. It's pretty beaten up. It's smoking, and there are bits not quite falling off, but like hanging on by a couple of tethers, a couple of cables. You can see now it's painted like a soft baby purple, like a lavender. And as you get closer, you see that there are like it looks really stained and dirty on the bottom half. But as you're approaching on foot, once you get within sort of a couple 10, 20 feet, you can see that it's actually like hundreds of handprints smeared on the side of this mech, smeared in like a coal black dust and protected with lacquer. There's hundreds of them, reaching no higher than a human's outstretched palm would. And as you approach, coming into land beside you, you can see this ace, a vibrant blue, and you can see the still smiling face of the pilot grinning out at you. And you can see on the wings is a neon green logo splashed across both sides, and in a rough kind of childish handwriting, it reads "Free Sanjak or Bust" in all caps. The cockpit of the witch pops, and a woman steps out. And she's not grinning quite as wildly as the pilot of the Ace, but she looks pretty happy. And she looks down at you and says, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Scrapper. My name's Beatrix, call sign Trixie. I think we've got a job for you and your gang."
How do you know that name? How do you know that name?
Buy me a drink. We'll talk. You might have to help me fix up my mech before we can get back into Soji, but
I'll fix your mistakes. How do you know that name?
Because I know her. She sent me to find you. I think that is a fantastic cliffhanger on which to end our very first session. We'll find out how Beatrix knows the name Scrapper next time.
You'll just tell us, right? Like,
sure, yeah, group chat
come
afterwards.
offline. You'll just tell us.
Haha,
So we don't have to wait a week.
Not it. Not first. Heck yeah.
So, thank you so much, everybody. Really well done. You've really, really got a handle on those mech things. I'm going to have to beef up some encounters. That's what I've learned this evening. But
I almost melted and missed everything.
But you
were-
I
you-
don't think that's necessary.
I
did
think it
great.
balanced itself out.
Maybe.
You know, like
I'm simply here to
may-
make everyone else seem better.
You did fantastic, even without rolling above a 10, I think, the entire session. I may have done a little fudging of some numbers on the witch, but it all worked out in the end. So, very, very quickly, we are going to do a raid. Sarah has given us the name of our raider, but for a few moments, let's just take a minute to relax and remember that you're real people behind the masks. Let's go around again, and if everybody could just introduce yourselves, let everybody know where to find you on socials and where else they can find you for the rest of the week, because I think we got some fans in the chat. People are going to want to see what else you got going on. So let's go in reverse order from last time. Oh, have you moved cameras? I'm just going to go in clockwork from... No, let's do reverse. Let's do Anne first, and we'll move anti-clockwise around the square.
all right, let me see if I can remember my schedule. Hi, my name is Anne. XO_Girl Wonder on Twitter, where you can find me cheering on my friends and talking about all the cool stuff I'm doing when I remember my schedule. I pretty much live here on this channel. On Tuesdays, you can find me here facilitating Regency Remix, The Gardeners, my Bridgerton-esque inspired Good Society game. Also, this week, I am going to be featured on Vancouver by Night for the very last time. Episode 4 of the Toronto by Night miniseries. So come say goodbye to my extremely punchy Toreador. Yeah, there seems to be a theme with my characters, you know.
Can't imagine why.
We like violence in this house. And on Sunday afternoons, I play D&D over at Kira858's channel. I play a tiefling barbarian who also likes violence. You know, there's a theme here.
Definite pattern.
Yeah, so I just want to thank the audience for sticking around and watching us learn this game together. I appreciate you all.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Angela, tell us all about you.
Hello there, lovelies. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here and chat with us and listen to our lovely voices, enact chaos, and choose violence on almost every single turn, whether we succeed in it or not, and are denied our rightful massive hit with a giant charge play due to our GM. I will remember
There's a
this.
chip building on that shoulder.
No, not yet. I'm actually that was really cool. That was a really fun way to show that ability, and I love that. I'm Angela. You can find me in a lot of different places. I'm over on Patreon at Philosophem, as my primary work is being a poet, where I think at last count I have 235 poems that are available on there, half of which are publicly viewable, the other are patron locked, as well as exclusive, mostly Slayer's RPG creature designs, but a few for Animon's story, as well as some 5e designs that I did. I think I might have made a god on there at some point. It's one of my favorite things about being in this industry and hobby. I am also on the Saturdays, last Saturday and first Saturday of the month over on TTRPG's channel. I'm continuing to be part of the Nawal game that's happening over there, where I am playing a Jaguar character who is she chooses violence every day. She is the definition of I am angry because small, and I am angry and small. That is a lot of her personality, is that. And also this upcoming Monday on Horde of Tales, I'm going to be running a Slayer's RPG that is I can probably say it here, like Junji Ito, but make it more like naturalistic and fungi. So, well, which is just kind of Junji Ito anyways, except less blood, less gore, less blood, more plants is the idea. And also, if in terms of Slayer stuff, I have also created 20 playbooks for the Slayer's RPG, 19 of which were inspired by Final Fantasy XIV jobs and classes. I literally did all the jobs for that game and made them into Slayer's playbooks, including the supports. And I've written for the Slayer's Almanac, which is available for folks to get now. And I am really excited that I'm also working on my next playbook as well, which is Berserk inspired. And then the one after that is probably going to be Castlevania inspired. So yeah, I do a lot of Slayer stuff,
Mm.
and I'm also working on my own game that is tentatively called Dream Weavers or Dream Seekers. I forget which one is. I forget. I have a bunch of
Work
things
in
going on.
progress.
So I have a lot of things I'm involved with, a lot of shows I'm part of, and I'm also a freelance musician too on top of that. So if you want songs or themes created for your campaigns, hit me up. I do good work. And you can find some of those and VODs over on All Nerds Here's Twitch channel. That's me.
Amazing. Amazing. I had no idea you wore so many hats. Gask, what kind of hat do you wear? And also, can we trim that before next session?
I think I'm gonna have to, because drinking has been an issue. I was gonna say that after all that was like an in-person version of what happened between that mech and fiasco better. Oh, I feel so inadequate. I was just gonna say that my thing for mice time, I was gonna say I could pull off my mustache because I don't really have much to pluck.
Where can we find you on social media?
Well, the link should be down there. Yeah. That's my Twitter. That's basically the only thing that I kind of check other than Discord, because social media is very scary. I am also with Sarah, our brilliant producer for this game. Thank you, Sarah. Shout out. Love you. We do a Blades in the Dark stream on Sundays at Taverna. Yeah, there's the link there. And that's pretty cool and fun. And I think fiasco also implies to our hijinks there. And yeah, you'll see me without a mustache. What?
Unless you get really into it, because it's
unless this becomes a new thing. We'll see.
Fab. Amelia, it's you.
Yay! Certainly last. I only
Definitely not least.
I only wear one hat, I suppose.
You can't complain about going first and then complain about going last.
Well, no, I'm not complaining about going first. I'm making a joke that I'm last.
Sorry.
Next week. Oh, why'd you put me in the middle?
Why am I in this? No. You can find me at am_rids_music on Twitter, and the only other significant thing that I do, at least for the TTRPG space, is, again, I'm a player and editor on Bring Your Own Mech, which is another Lancer AP podcast. I will proudly wear the fact that it is what got Darcy into Lancer. So if you like this, definitely check that out. It is very fun. I don't know. And I also do all the music for that, and you can find all the links for that in the card that is listed below. I don't really know what else.
That's more than enough. And I've been JC Darcy. I've been your GM for this evening. That was one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever had to do. I want to thank everybody on the cast and on the crew and in the chat for making all those nerves go away within the first 10 minutes. This was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. In the meantime, you can find me bouncing between channels tomorrow. I will be on The Last Caravan playing Pathfinder on stream for the first time ever, if I can manage to stay awake. That's 1 a.m. BST, which is evening time for you guys. And then...
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep a lot tomorrow, I hope. I've got pills and blankets. And then on Saturday, you will find me back here running a one-shot of Gamer Girls with some wild people who are going to be mermaid criminals. That's going to be fantastic. And then back over to The Lost Caravan on Sunday, playing some All Answer. That's my bread and butter. That's my favorite game in the world. If you've liked what you've seen here, please come and find us over there. Equal amounts of chaos and way more flirting, but I'm absolutely positive that this game is going to catch up and possibly overtake it, because they're all horny. But yeah, we are going to be raiding Follow Black Cats, playing the spy game with RPG Webby DM and Noir. So stick around, go and check them out, go and give them a follow, send them our love. Just thank you so much, everybody, for being here. This has been absolutely brilliant. And hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.